the screen the whole time, because obviously we've not actually seen the stream itself. Hello and welcome to the Ranch, home of the Wembley Stallions, who today are welcoming the London Blitz for the first time in this Premier South Division class. I'm Chris, with me is James. Together we'll be guiding you through the game, although I will say it's our first time doing it, so just, be kind in the comments. Coming out to the toss now, we've got the captains, and we also have number 33, Aaron Green, who is today announcing his retirement, a absolute foundation stone of the Wembley Stallions. James, I know you've known Green for quite a while.
Yeah, Green is probably one of the most underrated players in the whole of Brit ball. I would argue on his day, probably a top 3 running back in the country. Even at his age, he's been at Wembley for probably I would say well over 10 years, maybe 12, 13 at this point. And whenever he has played, he has been a stalwart in the side. He's the main guy of the defence, is a game planning for, one hell of a runner, and also just as good a person off field. Really good mentor for the young guys, and it's lovely to see today so many people sharing in a celebration of his career and everything that he has done for this club and as a person.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to say, as a former Wembley player and having been away for a while, I've played at quite a number of teams, coached a number of teams, and obviously watched a number of teams as well. I would say that Green's probably one of the best players that I've played with, both in terms of ability and attitude. And I think it says a lot that even today, he's not played for a couple of games, but he's still the leading rusher for Wembley. He still holds that title, but obviously there'll be some guys out there today that are going to try and pip him to the post and take that title by the end of the season.
Yeah, we got a really exciting stable of running backs today for you from Wembley. Same over at Blitz. I think, to be honest with you, 2 offences are both built on the rushing attack rather than the aerial game. With Blitz in particular, sort of a lot of inside zone, split zone stuff from 11 personnel, and then looking to beat you at that hurry up with the go ball or the post over the top. And obviously on Wembley side, there's traditional more 2-back stuff, I form, running the ball down your throat, A's, B's, a little bit of C's, and then sort of play action off the top of it. So really exciting to look forward to, something really fun that we should be seeing, and yeah, just a classic day in Brit ball, and hopefully we'll find out who the best team in London is, who doesn't play in Europe, I may add.
There isn't a professional team. Is it even Brit ball if we're not talking about a run-heavy attack, let's be honest. We've just had the coin toss there. Wembley won the toss. They elected to defer. Blitz will receive, and then Wembley will get the option in the second half. So we know we are expecting the Stallions offence to be coming out first. We know that's going to be led by Ted Watts, the quarterback, with Davin Abrahams next to him at running back. We're expecting those guys to really be the key to this offence, and they'll look to lean on them to get them working as quickly as possible.
Yeah, London Blitz, obviously on the defensive side, very, very, very good defensively. They've got a good secondary, really, ferocious defensive line. They've managed to have quite a lot of guys graduate onto the next level in terms of going into Europe this year. I think Jezreel Agu was a big one. Obviously, he's gone to the Warriors, and he's doing outstanding things over there in the AFLE. So London Blitz have got a pedigree on defence, and yeah, look forward to see what happens next.
Yeah, before we get started, we do need to shout out our sponsors. So first off, the London Post Office Sport and Social Association, where we are today. LPOSSA is the home venue of the Wembley Stallions. The venue can host many varieties of events, from corporate business meetings to parties. Famous for their Sunday lunches, LPOSSA has been a partner of the Stallions since their inception. We also need to shout out Best Way Travel. They are the official partner of the Wembley Stallions. If you want to be delivered safely to your destination, look no further than Best Way Travel. As we turn to the kick-off, we'll look to see what happens here with Wembley. Okay, the kick's dropping at about the 20-yard line, picked up on the hop, but can't get a return. Just gets about 5 yards on that one. Yeah, taken down by number 15.
That was a really nice play by the Wembley kickoff unit. In terms of the ball, sort of just sat up, and 31 didn't really pick a lane, sort of hesitated a little bit, and 15 just came up on the clean-up aisle and just done his job. So ball starting for for the Blitz on the 26, 27? So
27-yard line, I'd say. Blitz here in their no-huddle offence. Obviously, this is what we've come to expect from them. And they're just starting with an inside run. There's a rusher off the edge that's managed to get through, but he still gets a few yards. That's a nice, quick, aggressive rush from number 24. That's Ben Myers.
Yep, and here we go. Quick formation change into the second play.
Trips left. Pass play. Looks for the slant over the top. It's broken up, and we get a little pop on number 81 there. Stallions linebacker just making sure that he knows they're there, and if he starts to run those routes in towards the middle, you should expect to get hit. Blitz absolutely rushing back to the line here. They've got trips on the boundary side of the field here with the running back over there. Another pass play. But
Sack.
Number 19 in with the sack. That is number 19, Nathan Williams. And that's his fourth sack of the season.
He's a hell of a player. Uni ball player up over at Loughborough in the National Premiership. He is an outstanding rusher. He's quick, he's athletic, instinctive. Maybe he projects as an off-the-ball linebacker down the line at a high level. But in terms of just letting him go to work off the edge, he's outstanding.
Yeah, Blitz absolutely not letting up here. Even hurry up on their punt unit. That's 85. Max Williams back to punt. Wembley returner picks it up on the hop, but he is met immediately. The ball's muffed. Recovered by Wembley, so it's still going to be a Wembley ball. Wembley offense on the field, but you can see the Blitz players, they're fired up by that play.
Yeah, the ball's sort of set up for the punt returner. He's taking it. Yeah, that was a nice hit by the Blitz. It sort of set up perfectly for them to just keep going full speed, and the punt returner obviously couldn't put a move on in time, etc. It's worked out perfectly for the Blitz, and it's a real momentum play after a 3-and-out to start the game for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see what happens with the Wembley offense there. I think that ball just probably bobbled 2 or 3 too many times to try and catch that up. Wembley with a really tight bunch formation here, but shifting out into more of a spread look. We've got Davin Abrahams in at running back next to Ted Watts. It's a pass play to start off with. Just a quick hitch to the outside, but that's overthrown.
Yeah, that was very overthrown. I like the idea though. Quick hitch, get 5 yards for first down. Wembley obviously are traditionally run heavy on first down, as you would be of any run first offense. So to have that quick passing game and catch the DBs off guard is a good idea.
Yeah, 100%. And listen, we know what's at stake here for both teams. I know we've not really talked about it in the pre-game. Got into things very, very quickly, but this is a must-win game really for both teams. Blitz looking to win both of their 2 games as we get Davin up the middle, 3 or 4 yards before he's met by 2 or 3 Blitz defenders in there.
Yeah, it's the zone scheme that Wembley are famous for. Inside zone, outside zone, that type of stuff. That's sort of the way that they build their bread and butter, but not a gap scheme offense, which we usually see maybe with other offenses, pulling guards, etc.
Yeah, that was number 96, Bolu Alade on the tackle there, it looked like. Wembley back out in spread. Just swapping the running back over to the other side. There's no adjustment from Blitz on that. D lineman's gone early. There's flags, there's whistles. Let's see what happens. Normally, and you can see the wing official on the far side, when the play's blown dead like that, it is going to be a false start, and that is what the wing official on the far side is signalling. Let's have a look at the head official.
And they've gone full start.
Full start. So that's an absolute killer on 3rd and 5. Head coach Warren Smart, also the offensive coordinator for Wembley, is not going to be happy about that one. Makes it a long gain. 3rd and 10, all that good work and that running up the middle just undone with one mental mistake. Back out in spread again. Ted Watts in the backfield. We're going to be thinking pass here. He does drop back. We've got a scissors scheme here from Wembley. Man on, but manages to get the ball away. And that's an incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, very difficult for Wembley. Once you go from 3rd and 5, which is 3rd and manageable really, into a 3rd and 10 situation, there's not much you can do play calling wise. They reduce everything in terms of what you can cause an OC. So Wembley needs to be better. Shot themselves in the foot for Blitz defensively. Good solid start. Didn't let no completions allows. It stuffed the run, with underneath 3 yards gain on that. So Blitz and Wembley, both defences looking strong to start out on the after of one series each.
Yeah, it's a cagey, nervy start here, I think, for both teams. Like I say, there's a lot on the line. Both teams need a win here, but that punt's blocked. That's blocked by number 40 and recovered. And that is going to be a huge play for London Blitz. They're going to get the ball here inside the 10-yard line. We'll get you some names here in a second.
Just off the Wembley's right hand side, the edge, a bit just no blocking up front really. Yeah. It looked like a free rush.
Yeah, so I believe that was number 40 Shea Patel on the block, recovered by Mario Latari, and Blitz out here ready to go. The Wembley defence is not expecting to be on the field this early, and that's a big hit, and the running back's gone down. But I think your defensive coordinator there, Ricks, is going to probably be wanting players to wrap up. I know, having coached with Ricks on defense, he'll like the passion, he'll like the energy. But my goodness, we want to wrap up there.
Yeah,
okay, play to settle down here. Blitz in hurry up, and the QB's kept it to the outside, but he's met with some really good pursuit in the backfield there. That's number 19, Nathan Williams with the tackle there.
More hurry up from Blitz. QB run. I think at this point you're probably 22. They're giving the ball to him. I think it's Adam Rika, if I'm correct.
Absolutely. So I lied to you before. The ball wasn't inside the 10. It was on the 13. So first down is possible here on third down, and it is that run up the middle, as James predicted, and he's pumping his feet. And that looks like it might just be short. We might be looking at a 4th and short here, and the first big decision for the London Blitz coaches.
Yeah, Rob Smith, interim head coach, obviously after the leaving of Heath Thomas.
Yeah, here we go. We hurry up again. The quarterback under centre. We've got to be thinking sneak here, but it's a handoff to the running back. He's pumping his feet, and he's got into the end zone. That's a touchdown and first blood to London Blitz.
Yep, touchdown London Blitz. There's not much Wembley's defence could do there. Special teams has massively let them down. You saw that first series. It was a quick 3-and-out when Wembley had a bit of field to defend. Obviously, about 60 yards. But respectfully, as a defensive coordinator, as defensive players, there's not much you can do when your team turns the ball over or gives it up on the 13-yard line. Really good effort, got them down to 4th down, but unfortunately Adam Rika just too strong, too powerful, and just burrows his way over the line.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we both coached on both sides of the ball. We've both been on both ends of that one. It's an absolute heartbreaker for your special teams unit giving up the block there. The snaps is low, the hold is up, but it is blocked, and the player's just going to fall on it here, so that will be no good, and that's going to give us a score of 6-0 to the Blitz.
Yep, 6-0. So Wembley have obviously got that play from behind. It's obviously way too early to change schematically or philosophy-wise what you're going to do in terms of run, pass, etc. But Wembley will be looking to come back after that drive, and momentum-wise, look, it's one score, but they need to put a bit of a drive together here. 2 3-and-outs doesn't look great, so Wembley will be keen to press home and try and just move the ball a little bit, and maybe not score, but at least move the ball and have it looking like your offense can do something today.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, listen, it's a very early on in the game. That's a real quick change, almost a change of possession there by London, with how quick we're expecting them on the field. Yeah, defense would have been expecting to go on, but not there. They would have been a completely wrong part of the field. It just throws you off balance a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. It's really, really frustrating, particularly as a defensive coordinator. You're doing the huddle, you talk to your players about schematics, etc., and that all completely goes out the window because all of a sudden, you're in nearly low red zone territory, right? And
absolutely. That drive started on the 13-yard line, and as a defensive coordinator, if you're going to be conceding points when they give the ball on the 13, you've just kind of got to accept that sometimes. But we'll see how Wembley come fighting back here as the returners switch over. Ball's on the hop, he's let it run. Gathered it around the 3-yard line, trying to reverse field, and he's gone back into his own end zone, and that could be in safety territory. The official signalling that the forward progress was to about the 1-yard line, but my goodness, we were saying that Wembley need to respond here, and the special teams, once again, for London Blitz, has put them into exceptional field position.
That was one hell of a kick by the London Blitz kickoff team. So what you saw was he had two deep returners and 2 front lines. The second line, I would say, is probably a bit too high up. So what Blitz have done is just chipped it over that level, The Wembley returner, instead of catching it on the full or trying to stop it after one bounce and let it roll, it's then gone behind him. He's then had to, turn around. It's taken too long time for the return team to set up any blocks or anything, and he's got 6 people in his face and he's on his own 1 yard line.
Yeah, absolutely, and almost probably a bit of indecision there as to who's going to be whether to pick that up on the full or on the bounce. Now under centre here, we've got a real heavy set and a run at the middle, and he's broken it out to the 12-yard line. Now normally a 10-yard gain would be a good one, but there I think it's a great one to get you out of that backed up position.
Absolutely fantastic. Exactly what Wembley need. Move the chains, first down, set the tone. You're going up the hill, but it's perfect. Exactly what they need. And a bit of momentum there, and just allows you to have a little bit of breathing space as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and it opens up the playbook a little bit as well, because you've got to be thinking back there as Wembley are coming out with this I formation, but with a slot receiver. They've got 7 in the box, and it is the inside run there. Just inside the left tackle.
It's another nice inside run. It's up the A's and B's, north to south. Let's move the ball. Let's get some yards here. And it's you put yourself in 2nd and 5 territory. What Wembley can't do is force themselves to pass here. Look, the running game's working. Just keep sticking behind it. All right, stick behind it and set up the big play action shots later. I love Wembley when they're in this under centre game. I think it's their best version.
Yeah, 100%. We've got 8 in the box here, including the quarterback, and we just got a little counter off the backside. Little cut back there. I don't know if there was a puller supposed to be coming round, but we managed to get through and just left one-on-one with the linebacker with a nice bit of contact, but we're getting a yard or two there potentially, and we're in 3rd and 4 territory here.
Yeah, so just a fullback going one way. Hopefully the idea is that linebackers take, after the reach steps and flow the wrong way, and then you've got running back one-on-one with a safety. But at that time, the linebacker was patient and did the right thing.
Yeah, right. Wembley out in spread here. Ted Watt's back in the gun. And they are going pass on 3rd and short. That is batted down by a London Blitz defender who's possibly looking like he thinks he maybe should have had a pick there. But on 3rd and short, listen, that's a good play to just bat the ball down.
Yeah, really good play. 3rd and manageable. We're going into, obviously, 3rd and forward, probably looking at pass rather than run. You can't really I-form your way out of that one. And, just a nice little slant flat dragon concept. And DV's made the play, so...
Absolutely, and that was number 23, Leo Corney, on the bat down there. We will start to get better with these names as the game goes on, when we've got a chance to review the roster in a bit more depth. Wembley back to punt here. Blitz will be thinking, we want another block. Punt goes away. It's high and it's spiralling and it's getting a nice bounce just around the halfway line. And London Blitz will take over on the Wembley 48-yard line. Number 47 there for the Blitz. Yeah. Having a nice little chat with the Wembley sideline. Yeah,
I think at this point Wembley needs to defense needs to take charge here. The Blitz have punched him in the mouth, and it's time to throw a counter punch. From Blitz's point of view, if I'm them, you're in shot territory. If I'm honest, momentum just over halfway line. You've got a quarterback. You've got some nice receivers. Jack Pretorius, he's 1K receiving yards last year. He's a serious baller, so maybe look at that as he lines up in that slot.
London Blitz at the line, spread, but with some nice wide splits, and that's number 24 at the middle. Met by the 2 Wembley linebackers. Some really good first-level blocks there, but not really getting anybody to the linebacker. But with the running back there just hitting it at pace and getting a couple of yards as London Blitz look to get back to the line again. Little outside zone. And he's broken it. That's number 24. He's at the 10 and he's met with the defensive back from the far side. That's number 3 with the covering tackle down at the 5-yard line. Absolutely saving a touchdown.
That is a hell of a tackle by number 3. I think it's Will Roman. From the offensive side of view, it was a nice bit of outside zone. It was a brilliant one-cut track by the running back. As soon as he sees that hole, he just plants his foot, cuts it up, right up the hash. 40 odd yards straight away.
That was Will Roman's tackling Jonathan Myers there. Will Roman leading interception for the Wembley Stallions. As Blitz come out here in a slightly different formation, they've got that sniffer fullback in. As we get a run up towards the middle, pumping his feet down to the 1-yard line. That's number 22 looking for his 2nd score of the day.
Yeah, Adam Rika. My prediction here is 3 plays of giving it to Adam Rika, and I think if you do anything else, you are being rather silly. He's quite clearly in this low red zone, just going to bowl over people and use his forward momentum.
Absolutely. Adam Rika here looking for his 5th touchdown of the season, and he's in. Just a little speed option, pitch option off the left side here, and Wembley didn't really flow across to it, and London just walked in.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good little scheme. I like the speed option when you got someone like 12. Stocks at quarterback. He's a really good athlete. I think he's a really good scrambler. He can extend plays, etc. And at this level, I think using him as a extra runner for QB power, Q wildcat, whatever, is really good. So you have to watch the threat. Simple, pitch it off, and easy walk in TD.
Alex Stocks 4 rushing touchdowns so far this season. He is the running threat. As Kier Bailey takes the high snap, gets the ball down, and the kick is away and good. So Blitz just getting the 1-point conversion there. Obviously, the last one was blocked, so that's going to take the score to 13-0. A little bit surprised not to see Blitz go for 2 there.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe just sort of things got to the heads. They're just like, let's just keep drawing, keep ticking over, one after one. Probably go for 2 on the next one if they do score again, which is, I'll be honest with you, looking likely after so far. They have 3 drives, 2 scores. For Wembley now, they really need to punch these guys back in the mouth. I'll be honest with you, I would say it has heavily been of their own fault. If you look at, you've had a blocked punt, you've had a rather naive decision on the kick return last drive. So they need to understand that if you're going to play against a team like London Blitz, you need to pick it up. But on the other end, London Blitz have been great. That first drive was a bit rubbish by their standards, I'd say, with a 3 and out. But they've came out hot and firing, and they've got some young guys doing the work, and it's looking really good for them at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to see if this London Blitz kickoff unit can have a big impact again. And they've got these wide gunners on the outside. A nice high kick again. Wembley return is going to catch them on the full this time and get the return in. Before he's met by number 22. Adam Rika with a tackle on top of the 2 rushing touchdowns already today. He's everywhere.
He's having a hell of a game. It is a bit of hesitation from the lead blocker there. I didn't like it at all. Football is a physical and violent game. You can't be hesitating there. Particularly, against a guy coming downhill like Adam Rika. I mean, he probably weighs about 100 kilos. You need to get in there. You need to dominate that collision.
Yeah, and listen, Blitz have come out firing here, and Blitz are, a well-established Premiership team, and they've had a change of head coach this year, and they're finding their way back to some really strong football. Wembley, let's not forget, it's their first year in the Prem. This is their first year at this level, and they're having a great season as we see the jet motion across the front with a little off tackle. Well, just a slight inside zone there, cutting it up for about 7 yards. That's going to bring it to 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I really like the dressing it up with the motion, actually. Dressing up with the big tight end who's flexed out in the slot, 87. You flex him out, then you have him motioning across. It looks like he's sort of doing the outside zone, lead blocking type stuff, and then it's just actually a simple inside zone and a nice little cut of the B gap for 6-7 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking to Coach Warren before the game, Wembley have played London Blitz many times over the years, and it was their first ever fixture, their first fixture against the A's here, as they're back into I form with the fullback. But he's met in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. That's number 95, Daniel Obinquo.
Yeah,
excuse me.
I've actually coached with Dan. He was a coach with me at Brunel this year. He's a coach going back next year. Really, really smart football guy. Really understands what's happening in front of him. Really passionate about defensive line play and also the London Blitz. Decent guy too.
I think if you're going to leave that guy off the edge on that scheme there, your quarterback's got to be possibly doing a little bit of a better job booting out of that and really attracting the eyes there. As we see the counter that they've gone back to, and he had a lead block to the outside, but he cut it up early, and he's met by the Blitz players. Got to say, number 73 there from Wembley, that's Jordan Davies, got to the outside, the offensive captain, and if he'd have been a little bit more patient and just followed that block, it could have gone for some really good yards.
It's poor running back play, actually, because, see, you're normal on the GT, traditional counter. The guard kicks out, tackle wraps inside. But what's happened there is the ends came inside, so the guard has logged, a.k.a., sealed the defensive end inside, and the tackle has gone around him. But instead of following the tackle, which is what you're always meant to do, you're always taught follow the rapper, the running back's actually still continued on that inside B-gap track when that's where the defensive end's been blocked into.
Yeah, but listen, I think the positive there for Wembley is that the scheme was there and the blocking was there. These small changes as Blitz get pressure on the punter again. It's a short punt and it's bouncing back. It's taking a London Blitz bounce as the Wembley players finally get it down at the Blitz 43-yard line. As the Blitz offense looks to come on the field after a highly efficient start to the game. I know they had the punt on that first drive, but since then they've just been unstoppable.
Yeah, they came out on top, they came out firing. You're going to have to be patient with myself when London Blitz are on. Unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to get a word in.
Yeah.
It's so quick. It's so quick to the line.
Yeah.
But trust me, I am watching.
Blitz with trips out to the left side here. You can see that ex-receiver on the outside really close with a low snap.
Fumble!
It's fumbled! And it's recovered by Wembley. It's a Wembley ball. Just a low snap there, just threw off the whole mesh. And it was fumbled out of the hand of the running back. We've got a Wembley player down on the field, but James, that was a big play for Wembley, and Blitz have just given them a little bit of momentum back in the game.
Yeah, 100%. It didn't seem like the quarterback had it smooth from the handoff at all, straight away, and we had that sort of outside zone track with him sort of, it looks like he's reading the backside end, so he has to hold the ball out, but the ball's not secure, you give it to the running back, it's not in the belly where it needs to be, there's no clamp down, and as soon as the first contact comes through, the defensive lineman pierces through the gap, contact, ball's out. Before you know it, Wembley on top. You know, now Wembley have to punch it home. You're in shot territory, just after the halfway, past the halfway, down 2 scores. What have you got in your back pocket, Coach Smart?
Absolutely, and you know we talk about not making a bad play worse, and they'll be going back to the sideline there. Stock's just looking at thinking maybe could I have just kept that? Could I have just hit the ground? But Wembley out here looking to take advantage of that momentum as they go inside run. That's number 92 in the backfield for Blitz, and the officials are signalling he just got back to the line, but that's a 0 game there. Wembley do seem to be struggling to get that fullback through the gaps to get the lead blocks in.
Yeah, I personally think that was the time to call the big play action shot. The I form, you can see the linebackers triggering, you can see the safeties triggering. You get your speedy guys on the outside and you take a shot deep and trust your quarterback. But hey, look, second down. You still got plenty of time left as an OC, so let's keep it moving.
These retired coaches just can't help themselves. They've got to start giving play calls.
Oh, shut up.
Wembley back out in I form with a slot to the left. Man comes in motion here. The ball snapped, and we're seeing that same inside run, but with the window dressing. And it seems to have gained a lot of momentum there for Wembley. It just froze the Blitz defensive backs, linebackers for a minute there, and
yeah, I think
managed to get them in the inside.
I think that's Big Manny carrying the ball. I think that's why you've seen the contact being at the line of scrimmage, but the ball spotted 4 yards past it is because that man probably weighs about 120 kilos. He is a large human being. So even Daniel Winkwo, who's obviously a very strong guy himself, he's going to struggle picking down Manny single-handedly.
A 3rd and 6 here for Wembley as the official tells them to hurry up. That means we're getting down to about 10 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion. And it is that play action shot that James was asking for, and it's connected. And he's bounced a tackle, and he's bounced a second one, and he's close to a first down.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put the big man and getting the ball in space. Sort of little play action, fullback leak into the flats, little fast action. Gets the ball out to him very quickly, shakes off one tackle, and then unfortunately what happened there was for Blitz, they had a corner one-on-one. Look, man, I don't care who you are. If you're going against someone one-on-one in space and he has 40 kilos on you, it's difficult. Yeah. It doesn't matter who you are.
That is BDF as we like to call it. I'm not going to repeat what that stands for, but that was just short, complete willpower there as Blitz come down. Linebacker walks down and we get the cutback and a couple of yards there.
Yeah, nice, another little run, and there's some Wembley momentum. You know, London Blitz, we're talking after they scored, as they rightly should be, respectfully. They're up 2 scores in the first quarter, but it's Wembley getting a little bit of a momentum play, and they can do some talking now themselves. But look, at the end of the day, it all doesn't matter unless they put some points on the board in this drive. You have to cash it in.
100%, and this has been an absolute slog for the Wembley offence. It's a run heavy as we were expecting, but there's a lot of contact in the middle there in the box, and it's going to be interesting to see as the game goes on. You know, which unit's going to take advantage here. Is it going to be Wembley that are going to wear down the Blitz defenders, or are Blitz going to wear Wembley down? As we're under centre again in I form. Another play action pass, this time on second down. He looks for the shot over the top, and that's well covered. It was possibly there, but we'd have to absolutely thread the eye of a needle to get it in.
Yeah, as a receiver, you also need to actually kind of look for the football. I don't want to be disrespectful, but that was there. That was 100% there, number 2. Just turn your head and go up and get it. I mean, yes, the corner was obviously outside and the safety was inside, but that was a catchable football. Neither of them actually touched the ball, made a play on it. So that's an opportunity missed, and it's not on the quarterback or the coordinator at all. Number
20 there, Finn Corney, getting back into the coverage just to help out the corner as Wembley go back to that counter again. This time he does follow the block. And he's up, and it's close to a 4th down, and there's a decision here to be made as Warren Smart looks to be sending on the heavy unit on this 4th and short, looking to take advantage of the good field position.
Yeah, really nice. Warren Smart special, third and long, run the ball. Before you know it, when that happens, you're expecting a pass, and your safeties are playing back, your linebackers are maybe dropping back rather than taking a re-step, and it gives you momentum.
Yeah. QB under centre here. It's that off-tackle run, and that's just really good running. There was a gap there. There was a Blitz defender that managed to get into it, but running at speed, no fear, and just gets behind his pads and gets the 1st down.
Yep, 1st down, momentum-wise, that's huge. If London Blitz had got that stuff there on 4th down, I think it would have really taken the wind out of the Wembley sails. But hey, for now, Wembley got the ball and they're looking good, but Blitz are a very, very strong defence. They'll be looking to throw a counter punch here. This drive has been far too long in their opinions, and as we have a change of quarter now, Blitz will be looking to regather, regroup, and keep them out the end zone.
Yeah, 100%. And end of the first quarter here, and it's been a aggressive, hard-running game. Wembley, we said the Wembley offence needs to come out. They need to show they can move the ball. They need to keep their defence on the sideline a little bit. And they've absolutely done that. And they've done that on the back of a strong running game with a little bit of play action. So shout out to you, James, calling that one before the game, as that's kind of what we want to see out of this Wembley offence. That's where they're really strong. But an interesting little thing on 4th down there. We saw Warren Smart absolutely livid with his players coming onto the huddle, shouting the package and shouting the substitution and letting Blitz know that they were going for it on 4th down. And that's possibly just one of those little things where, we've got a lot of rookies on this team that have come up into the Prem. This is for a lot of players their first year in the Prem, and those are possibly just little bits there that they're missing. They're little lessons that they're going to learn off the back of this year. Of course, with London Warriors moving to the AFLE, there won't be any relegation from the Premiership South this year, and with Scunthorpe Alphas moving to Division 2, folding and merging with Humber into Division 2, obviously there's going to be no relegation from the North either, so there'll be some consistency at both sides of the country as we look to move into next year in the Prem. Wembley back in high form with the slot receiver. That's Big Manny with the ball, and he bounces off the first tackle and scrambles for 3 yards. And you can hear the Wembley sideline. Those little runs there, those extra yards, falling forwards. That's what you want to see from your big fullback, and that just gives everybody a bit of a momentum burst.
Bit of a page out the London Blitz book. Get into the red zone, give it to your big running back, and let him win contact. Particularly as we're going. Obviously, those of you who have been at LPOSSA before will know about this little downhill advantage as you go towards the containers. So, yeah, run the ball, give it to the big guy, and let him do the work after contact.
Yeah, I've got to say, it's a lot flatter than it used to be, LPOSSA. I seem to remember quite a few deeper trenches as we get split backs here from Wembley, and little swing out to the left side, and that's some poor tackling. He gets a shoulder in, and he's into the end zone. That is a fantastic play for Wembley, and that gets them on the scoreboard, and that gets them back into the game, James.
Yeah, massively. And honestly, I'm going to give credit here to number 7, Ted Watts. That was really, really smart. He sees the hot guy, bandit blitzer off the edge. He has his run. He knows his running back's hot in that situation. He pops it over the top, and then from there, Blitz actually defensively, not going to lie, they had it covered. Yep. But it was a bad tackle by number 40. All shoulder, no arms. There's no wrapping at all. Number 15, Rehan holds up, wins the collision and just keeps on going after that. It's a mistake in terms of a player mistake. It's not a mistake in terms of scheme, and Wembley just win that battle on that play.
Yeah, and that's Rehan's first touchdown of the season as the running back coach down there shouting his plaudits for his unit.
Yeah, that is one of his workhorses, one of his backs. Maybe Green has retired, but at least there seems to be a future in the Wembley running back room. As Manny looks a little bit like he's dancing, rolling his ankles, but he's taken a couple bruises. But now we've got a game here, haven't we, Chris? One score in it. As a neutral, it's something you want to see. You want to see these guys, going to back and forth. No one likes watching football games where there's running clock. No one likes watching football games when one team's up by 60 and posting it everywhere. What we want to see is competitive football games, 1-2, maybe 3 scores if it's really exaggerated. And this is what the fun is. Battle of Northwest London. Let's see which side comes out on top. But really, really, really looking forward to the rest of the game so far.
Yeah, that is Wembley firmly back into this game, and you can see on the sideline everybody's just walking a little bit taller, chins up. London Blitz will still feel confident here. They've got the experience. They've been here before. They've still got the lead in the game. Let's not forget that. But we've got a really good game here. And just on your point there, James, for me, running clock is one of the 7 deadly sins of Britball, and we should abolish it. It's an absolute devastation that we only get 8 games and half of them can be running clocks. I don't care if you're on the winning side or the losing side. We're here to play football. So
yeah, you pay your money to play, right?
Exactly. So if anybody's listening at BAFA, just let's carry on playing as the kick's out of bounds here, and that's going to see a flag, and we'll see what London want to do, whether they want the re-kick or whether they want to take the ball in the best spot they can.
Yeah, here's a bit of a test now for head coach Rob Smith. I think this is his second game, I believe. Second game as head coach. Obviously, was the one with the loss to the Cats, which took a bit of momentum out of their hands. Obviously, was frustrating. But I know Coach Rob. I think he's one of the best young coaches in this country. Under 30, knows his stuff. He coaches for GB. He's been around the block. Started off at OBU as DC, then went to Reading Knights, undefeated season there, and then he's joined the Blitz as DC. And obviously, with the way things worked out, he's now up to the head coach position. So, really, really good stuff from him.
Wembley here with one safety back. Blitz have the trips to the left, and they're just going to give it. So really the running back there, really solid running, the foundation of their offence, really.
And what number 24 he's really good at is he's not the biggest or the strongest, but he's really good at that one-cut style of running when they're running this wide zone stuff and just seeing the gap, sticking his foot in the ground up, gaining that 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, Ben Myers there. We've said the name enough. We should really be remembering it. So apologies on that one as we take the snap. It's a pass. He's just settling in the pocket. Had plenty of time. And the receivers met at the 46-yard line, but that is going to be a first down. We're going to like how the DBs are coming down to that one, but Wembley did just give it to them. They let them have the first down there with the DBs, and we'll see how Ricks adjusts as the game goes on to see whether they're going to start playing a little bit more aggressive. As we still got trip to the left side here, which is now the boundary side. So receiver in motion. Little jet sweep, it's a pop pass, he cuts up, that's a really nice kick-out block by number 67, but a great tackle there by the Wembley DB. That's number 3, Will Roman, on the tackle.
Yeah, number 80, Jack Pistorius, they're looking just getting touches, and the reason he got that hitch so well was because the Wembley are giving him space, because they're scared of being beat deep.
Yeah, and that's Femi Omashuli on the block there on the left side, on the right-hand side. Here we get another inside run, cutting it up. I always feel like I want to go and shout out the offensive linemen. I think we don't talk about them enough. I think we don't name them enough.
Yeah.
But that was a really good block, and that kick-out block there, that can break that jet sweep. And as we're moving on to a situation here where we're 3rd and short, as they bring in number 11 here, that sniffer back again. Not quite into stance, but we get the run up the middle, and that is going to be a first down. That's some really, really good fundamental football from Blitz.
Number Ben Myers, who used to previously played.
Yeah, Blitz still with this 2-back set as the quarterback's looking for the ball, and again, it's just an easy completion in front of the sticks. He's got plenty of time there. The defence is going to want to start getting more pressure to him, James.
Yeah, they do, and it was a nice little concept, two-man concept from Blitz, and it looks like a little switch release, and into post from the wide out, and then number 80 just sort of sat just past the sticks for a foul.
Still with a two-back set. It's a handoff up the middle to Adam Rika, who makes a man miss, and that's his third touchdown of the day. I'm slightly speechless because Will Roman there just completely gave up on that one. He his ankles were broken by the cut. It was a fantastic run, but you never want to see your safety just giving up in that situation.
This is the other thing, is like, especially in terms of the Wembley box, right? If your free safety is the first man to try and make contact with the running back on the A gap run or B gap run, something has gone severely, drastically wrong with the run fits. So Wembley to fix that up 100%. From the Blitz point of view, offensive line wise, what a play that was! Beautifully blocked. Everyone got to the second level, running back one-on-one with free safety. Exactly what you want.
Slightly high snap, but a good hold and a good kick. And one of the neighbours has got a bit of a souvenir there now, as we'll have to try and find another game ball and send somebody around to get that one. But yeah, listen, Wembley were back in the game. They had the fantastic long drive, they had the score, and then Blitz just come out firing with their own just to say, hey, listen, don't get ahead of yourselves.
Yeah. Blitz sort of telling Wembley at this point, yes, you can throw that punch back, but we have big guns too. Adam Rika just taking it high, and that running back room is really nice. I can't lie. And they're missing the best one. Apologies to the guys here today, but they are missing the best one in Keenan. So you have that Adam Rika seems to be more the power back with Ben Myers being that more of the outside zone guy, one cut back. It's working really, really well, and you have to give a big shout out to that Blitz offensive line. This is a offense which is running the ball probably about 80% of the time right now, and yet still there, and you're still making great plays.
Yeah, absolutely. The Blitz offensive line just opening, parting the Red Sea there. As we got Blitz back out on the kickoff. As that kick goes out of bounds there, just looking to get it short of the returner. Kicks out of bounds. Let's see what Wembley decide to do here. Looks like they're bringing the offense out onto the field.
Yep, coming out in 21 personnel, which to me would suggest that they're coming into the I formation and going back to Wembley's offense and just running the ball to make A's and B's that I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what Wembley do here. Okay, this could turn into a bit of a shootout if we get the ball moving. And I say shootout. It's all run game, but this could just be turning into let's start throwing punches. Let's see, not literally of course, but let's just see who ends up with the ball at the end. If we're going to have lots of score and drive, that's what we want to see, right? Maybe not if you're a defensive coach, but as an offensive coach, if you like offensive football, then we want to see scores.
Scores respectfully, who likes football. At the end of the day, don't like football, you don't like touchdowns.
You trying to say defensive coaches don't like football, James? 100%. Wembley out. I form here with the tight end as we get the off tackle and a little stumble, and he's met by the Blitz players. Just managed to stay up a little bit to get the yard, but stumbling in the backfield there as they call in on for the medic.
Wasn't the best idea. The fullbacks going inside, follow the fullback, let the big man do the work. That's something I would say running back for coaching in terms of when you're following guards, you're following fullbacks. Let them block, let big people block big people, and then you can make little people miss.
Yeah, it's a tough one there because obviously he stumbled in the backfield. I think he was at the mercy of just his momentum, to be honest, as to where he went. But there were three Blitz players on the tackle there. And he's just, obviously he's feeling the impact of it here as they've got him back on his feet, and they're dead.
There you go. Guys.
Need to go down to get them out.
Chris.
Can you go down a level to let them?
Both of them. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Pass them up now. Chris.
Right, sorry everyone, slight technical hiccup there, the joys of the first time streaming. You all had a nice break from our voices there for a second and the absolute nonsense that we're talking as Wembley are back out on the field here. And they've come out in spread with that shotgun, moving away from the I-4, moving away from the two-back. Ted Watts in the backfield, he's three-step drop, gets the ball out nice and early. Ball's in the air and the flag is on the ground and you've got to think that's going to be DPI. He was there just a little bit early. Use the radio. I can't hear it saying.
Yeah.
Red or green?
You want to touch the red one? Yep. Yeah, it's on.
That one's on as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, we're learning, guys. We're learning. Okay. You're not paid for it. Deal with it. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's the sponsors that have paid for it. We've got to give them a big shout out. So, Wembley back into that I form after the penalty. Cuts off the edge, and there's a flag down. You've got to think that's going to be holding on number 50 there as the Blitz players protesting. Quick decision, quick flag from the official, and that one's going to be coming back.
Yeah, apologies. You guys have had the pleasure of not listening to me talk for 10 minutes, which must have been absolutely great. But yeah, so we've not really missed too much. Wembley now back into the I form, holding penalty as a coach, OC. That's just very, very frustrating.
Yeah, you've got to hate it.
You can't be shooting yourself in the foot, particularly when you are down 2 scores and looking to get one back before half-time to, have some momentum going into that second half.
Yeah, it's a difficult one because nobody goes out to hold, right? Nobody goes out to commit a penalty, and it's the offensive line really just trying a little bit too hard, not quite moving your feet right, getting stuck on the holding. But you're absolutely right as a coordinator. You got to think, well, do you know what? I'd probably rather 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9 than 1st and 20. But we'll see what Wembley do here is they back out into spread. Quick pass and a screen off the outside. He's got a block in place, and he's meeting number 33 there. For a quick gain, just getting back a chunk of yards, probably about 6 there. That's going to bring it to 2nd and 15. So 5 yards there on the gain.
Yeah. Nice little now screen to the outside, reading the block from receiver, coming downhill. I would like to have seen some lower pad level, run through someone's face. Yeah,
Zion Bill there gave away the pass interference penalty. He'll be looking to make up for it here. We'll see what he does on this drive as Ted Watts drops back to pass again, steps up. He's got 3 Blitz players in pursuit as he scrambles for a short yardage gain off the side.
not too bad. I think things broke down a little bit. Blitz's coverage on the back end is actually really, really nice, I thought there. Even things like if he wanted to throw a swing, the linebacker, the flat defender was sort of sitting there over the top, ready to come down and make sure. But respectfully, once they caught that ball, they had about 0 seconds to actually make a move or anything. So really nice play from the Blitz, and also really nice from the defensive line getting through and making him run.
Ted Watts there getting the scramble, and Ted is the joint rushing touchdown leader. He's a veteran on this team. He's the captain. He really is a absolute core of this offense. As Coach Warren Smart uses his first time out of the game, just wants to have a little chat with the offense.
Yeah, and if you look here, it seems to me to be a very soft cover 3 from London Blitz in this situation. If you look at that set, number 34, he seems to be playing sort of that curl to flat, but from the sticks, which is smart because it's third down 9 or third down 8. So
yeah, we don't mind a fourth down in this situation, do we?
So yeah, just play it soft. So potentially, if I'm Wembley, I'm looking at a screen. If I'm honest, just play cool here. Get some guys out in the flat. You know they're playing soft. Nice little tunnel screen. Get some linemen moving. But yeah, from Blitz's point of view, just keep it over the top. Make sure the receivers are capped and play downhill.
Yeah, or you know, talking screens. If we're looking at cover 3, we know what works against cover 3. It's 4 verts. What works off the back of 4 verts? A little slip screen off the back of it. So if they can get that shell moving backwards and just get a little dump off to the running back, that may get them a few yards here. But we'll see what Coach Smart is dialing up. 9 minutes 40 left in the second quarter, as Wembley are looking to get themselves right back into this game. It's score, if you've just joined us, is 20-7 to London Blitz.
Yeah.
Adam Rika with all 3 scores.
Adam Rika is definitely the MVP right a minute. You also have to forget him lighting up the returner on that kickoff as well.
Oh, yeah, and
just after scoring. So I don't know what that man is feeding, but PED testing.
Okay, so Wembley just coming out with a little trips tight bunch on the right side there. Watts back with the pass as he's got a little drag route over the top. He hits it, it's connected. It takes a little pop there, but that will be a Wembley first down.
That was nice. That looked like, to me, I think a bit of a drive concept. So you had the drag, and then I think you had a dig behind it. So you're just playing a vertical stretch of the second level, the linebackers. And really nice from Ted Watts. The Blitz defensive line really did really well in terms of chasing him down from their left-hand side. And rolling to your left and throwing the ball across your body is not an easy skill. So really nice play from number 7, Ted Watts.
Really good. And that was number 2, Abdul Ahmed there, who we were slightly chastising for not laying out for the ball earlier on that post, but he makes a great play there to get the ball into a first down. We get the man in motion, a little escort motion there and off tackle, but there's 2 Blitz defenders there meeting him, and that's just some really good hard leg drive to get 3 yards.
Yeah, we saw some grown man football there. Number 87 lead blocking, full black lead blocking. You've got all of a sudden you've got 2 people carrying you through the hole. Let the big boys do the work and just follow up. Number 30, the defensive end. I think that is the Jogo Jack from I think that's a Portsmouth University helmet. Did really well taking on the block as well.
Yeah, Wembley back out in this I form with the slot receiver and kind of almost a bit of a nasty set here, and he's back in motion again. Another escort motion off the edge. Great kick out block, but really good flow from the Blitz defenders. Number 47 there on the tackle, and that's going to be Michael Martin.
Yeah, they're setting up a shot here, Wembley. At this point, play calling wise, you've had a few times now where the motion goes, that's where the run goes. Where the motion goes, where the run goes. So I think Wembley should be looking to take advantage of that, a little bit of play action off it.
Yeah. You can see a little bit of frustration here from the Blitz players. Some of the senior players down there really getting on top of the guys around them. Not necessarily in a negative way, but they're saying, guys, listen, we're better than this. Okay, we can't be letting them get through the gap there. We need to flow a little bit better. We can't be getting them into these sort of makeable third down situations. They'll really want to just shut the offense out here as Wembley back out in spread. Ted Watts drops back. He's got a running back on the swing, steps up. He's got the rusher in, and there's nowhere for him to go. That's number 92, Jesse Williams, on the sack there. His second of the season.
Yeah, that is the Wembley offensive line losing out to the Blitz defensive line. I would say that even though if the Blitz defense had conceded yards on that drive, their defensive line is moving. They are playing really, really well. They are getting after it. Every single drop back Ted Watts he has got people coming from different angles, making plays, hurrying up. There is no such thing as a clean pocket for number 7 today, and that went for Wembley. And that defensive line, they're playing like a bunch of crazed wild dogs. They're having a hell of a game.
Yeah, and it was number 95, Daniel Abinkwo, that we saw there, just getting on top of the guys around him after third down. And whatever he said, it's worked, because Wembley had punting on 4th and 10. Just a little pooch punt. Thought he might have got too much on it, but I tell you what, that is a great punt. It's rolling down, and that is some really, really smart play by the Wembley special teams unit. Blitz, now let's see how they do backed up on their own 1-yard line. We saw Wembley get out of it earlier. Let's see what this Wembley defense is going to do here to just try and dial it up, get in the backfield. They'll be wanting to score points here.
Yeah, made up massively stick in the gun. Traditionally, if you're on your own 1-yard line, you go in the centre. It's the quickest way to get the ball line of scrimmage. But Blitz are a heavy gun offence, and the difficulty is you're giving the defensive players time to make a play.
Blitz with the little sniffer back in play. Wembley coming out to cover the receiver late, and he's got a couple of yards on that, just a quick gain. And I'll tell you what, that is just some smart, experienced football right there. Just get a few yards, get yourself a little bit of breathing space, and see where you go from there.
Yeah, you need to play harder than that if you're the corner, one-on-one, the island are backed up. You can't just give these guys an extra 3-5 yards for no reason. As
we get the run up the middle here, and he's got a big gap. Slight pursuit from the DB, but he is brought down. That is
Ben Myers again.
Yeah, Ben Myers with the run.
It's the offensive line for Blitz. They are moving. That was what I probably would say the advantage has gone to Blitz so far this game, is the O&D lines.
And that's Peters Tovey on the tackle on that last play. A Blitz transfer. He'll be wanting to really make something work here. I'll tell you what, he rolled out of the pocket there. Absolute dart. And that is just the QB making a play, making it happen, and the receiver just being on the same page. Alex Stock there with a fantastic play.
Yep, number 80 again, number Jack Pastorius doing all the work there, realising the QB scrambling, finding space, sitting.
Yeah, Blitz with this tray look, tried to get the run, and he's in the backfield, number 22. Almost looks like he's coming on the pile late there, but he might have been blocked onto it by a Blitz player.
That's better. That's better from Wembley in terms of dealing with that wide zone. I think the lad opposite, I think it was opposite, was a Nathan at the time, made a really good play there and just sat on his place. Didn't rush downfield and stuffed the run.
Pass here from Blitz, settled in the pocket. And that is, once again, the favourite receiver. As we're getting back on the right side of that back stake in for third and 5.
London Blitz don't throw the ball to Jack Pastorius challenge at this point. This guy is racking up the receptions. But for a reason. He's really good at football.
Stop doing what works. Do something new. We got the sniff back in here. Nice. Do a couple of snaps, and is this a freeze or is this a check with me? Let's see who's got the mental battles. It is a play. We're dropping back, running back on the screen. He's covered, but he gets the ball off. Really nice catch, and I tell you what, we said do something different, and they did. That's Barber Street with the reception.
Yeah, they're making me eat my words there. All the London Blitz receivers showing up. You got 81 Barber Street, the old East Kent Mavs player. Actually, earlier the other receiver, the other white guy on the other side of the field, he made a play as well with the little tunnel screen. Or smoke screen, sorry.
Another quick play, just a quick stop screen to the outside, makes a man miss, makes another man miss. And he's saying, guess what, does anybody else on defence want to come and tackle me? Give it a go. And he gets 5 or 6 yards for his efforts.
A bit of momentum here for London Blitz. They're getting nearly to the halfway line into shot territory, and they're doing it through the air. Earlier on in the game, it was run in between the tackles. Those one cuts off the wide zone from Ben Myers. But now we're doing it a different way. Really good play.
2nd and 4 here, still with 2 backs as we get the run up the middle. 2 yards. 2 quick, dirty yards. And we're now looking at 3rd and 3. And I tell you what, this is not a bad situation to be in as an offensive coordinator. You've got the run, you've got the pass, you've got a bit of play action potentially. And Blitz have been having a lot of success to these screens to the outside. We've got number 81 here, really wide. Just with 1 defensive back and not a lot of coverage, but we're going with the run up the middle to Adam Rieker. 3 touchdowns to his names already. And I'll tell you what, that first down in that situation at this point in the game, it's almost as good as a score, just running down the clock in the half, getting into a good situation.
For Blitz at this point, it's very much if it's not broke, don't fix it. That inside run game with Adam Rieker is awesome.
Wembley with 12 on the field here. If they snap the ball, they could have had a quick penalty there, but we'll see. The whistles have gone, but I don't see a flag. That may well have been a timeout taken by Wembley. Let's see what indication we get here from the officials. We will get it at some point today. Okay, 3 minutes, 20 seconds there from the officials. That is a charge timeout to Wembley, their 2nd timeout of the half. And really what we've seen there, James, and people may not be that aware, but it's actually a change of the rules this year that's taken forced Wembley to take that timeout. If a player doesn't stay down and they go down after the ball's been ready for play, teams get in charge of timeout regardless. So whereas before we used to have players taking a knee, to get a substitution in, can't really do that anymore.
Fairs. I understand it. It's a good idea. Otherwise, you're going to have guys play acting and whatnot and just rolling around the floor just to get the team an extra timeout.
Yeah.
What I will say is number 8 is not faking anything. You can see him down left here. He's in a bit of discomfort at the moment. Not awfully, but he's a bit of discomfort. He weren't faking rubbish.
No, absolutely not.
100%.
Absolutely not. But it's one of these little things that as a team you need to adjust to. You need to get in contact with your local BAFA officials. Look up the briefs, look up the change of rules because it'll help you out there. Let's be honest, all it's really meant is people just stay down after the play if they want to rest. Now we've got 2 running backs in the backfield again. Adam Rika up the middle. He's untouched for 9 yards, 10 yards in the air, getting driven by his offensive lineman. And that's going to be another first down.
Shout out again to the London Blitz offensive line. These guys are moving people A to B against their will. It's great to see. And it's just pure strength because respectfully, they're not running anything different.
Yeah, Femi Omoshuli there on the key block at that point of attack, driving them over for a first down as we're back with another reception. They've tried somebody else and now they're just going to go back to the guy that works as he's driven back there.
I think it's a choice route. I think he's just, as soon as you realise he's capped, he's just snapping it off at the sticks.
Yep.
Which is really nice because it puts the DB in a bind, right? You come down, you try and play Hill who's going to go over the top and you're going to give up the touchdown. But you try and cap it over,
Adam Rika there stopped for a very rare 2-yard gain. Wembley getting players to the point of attack there and managing to get the tackle. There. Blitz playing hurry up again. The 2 running backs dropping back for the pass. And the DB's tried to make a play, but he's just jumped in front of it. And that's, once again, number 80. Jack Porteous with a reception and a touchdown. And guess what? It's somebody other than Adam Rika that scored.
Yeah, that was nice, man. That was really nice. And it was a really good ball from the quarterback in terms of where being out of the place of where Will Roman could not make a play from a safety spot. Momentum firmly with Blitz here, right? If you're Wembley, you want to get a good drive in the next drive and you bring it within 2 scores because we've all been there. If you're down 3 scores at halftime, it's tough, man. It's really tough, and it's tough against this Blitz defense. They can seriously play too.
Yeah, that was Will Roman looking for his 8th interception of the game and almost just tried to, of the season, not the game, that'd be a hell of a game. 8th interception of the season, just trying to make a play, and sometimes you can try and do too much as Blitz get the conversion in, and that'll take the score to 28-7.
28 or 27-7?
27-7. Just testing you. Thanks, James.
That's all right, mate. I got the brains here. A-level maths coming in handy. So Wembley obviously returning now. You would like to see a bit of play from their returners, bit of momentum. Hopefully, maybe getting to maybe 40. They're on in 40. Maybe crossing a halfway, and then you give your offense a chance. From a Blitz point of view, it's as I used to say to my players is. A football game it's not a boxing match. It's a UFC. Yeah, you got your foot on these guys' necks. Let's take it home at this point and get a stoppage. So, will be interested to see what Blitz do. Do they come out aggressive on defense and try and force it? But their defensive line are getting after it. I worry about the quarterback for Wembley in this situation, in pass first situations because that Blitz D line they are playing lights out.
Absolutely, and there was 3 minutes 20 at the timeout before. Got to be thinking it's probably about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes left. Let's see what Wembley do. Do they just see if we can get into range and go from there? Or Blitz going to play off us with the kick returns drop, but he picked it up. And that's a hell of a gain he's managed to get there from picking the ball up off the floor. Dancing through, but, we were saying in the warm-up, James, or you were saying, why is he jumping? And you got to ask. You don't want to be jumping in that situation there because that's how you get cleaned out.
Yeah, the new game is Adam Rika Don't Make a Play Challenge because yet again on kickoff coverage, who was it? Adam Rika. Really nice. That guy's had I think 3 TDs and had two single solo tackles on kickoff. Ridiculous half of football.
So as we move into the 2-minute warning here, as we just got under 2 minutes inside that play, Wembley with just slightly too many players on the field here. as they're bringing one off. But Blitz, all 3 timeouts. Wembley only have 1 timeout left. They had to take the timeout earlier just to kind of get the right play in, and that was a good decision on that 3rd down, 4th down. And then another one at the end there with the injury as Ted Watts back to pass. Just a quick reception, and it does look like Wembley are just going to see what they can get here. And he's out of bounds, and I tell you what, that's a big play, although officials signalling that he did get forward progress, so the clock will run.
Interesting. A bit of a bad ball from Ted Watts, you have to say. It's a high and above, not giving the receiver any time because they had to jump to sort of make a play one-on-one in the alley, but receiver did really well to get out of bounds. And Blitz would be annoyed about that.
6 and 5 here for Wembley, back in the I form. As we get that handoff, there's just a free Blitz player off the edge and slows the running back down enough to let the rest swarm here, but good football getting the ball back into the middle, and we can hear down to our left side here the Wembley defence is not very happy with their performance so far.
Yeah, obviously pissed, but here we go. Wembley, big 3rd down here. You have to get this.
3rd and 1. Back to pass. Ball's out on that deep out play.
Nice. Personally, if you're a defensive coordinator, defensive player, you see I formation, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. You're thinking, yep, run, straight drop back. Beautiful. And I think it was like a 7-man pass pro, so both backs in form, both backs in pro. Nice little deep out curl combination, Wembley stable, and 87 making a really nice catch and run after the play. So
that one is the Warren Smart special there.
It is.
We were running that when I was here many years ago. And many stones ago, as Ted Watts rolls out here off the play action. He's got a man in his face and he just throws the ball away. That's really smart football.
Smart.
Just stop the clock.
Yeah.
Stop the clock on 1st down, and maybe if it was later, you'd say take a sack on 1st down. We want to throw that ball away.
Way to be an athlete from number 30 as well. Diogo Jack from Portsmouth coached against him. Really good athlete, and as he gets more, football knowledge, etc., he's going to really excel. I like him as a player, to be honest with you. Just realizing he bit on the run action, and then using his athleticism to get back outside, and then hurry the quarterback, Mr. Watts, into throwing the ball out of bounds.
Wembley breaking the huddle here. As we're back in I form with the slot to the right. Looks like Wembley in no rush here to start throwing the ball down the field as we get the handoff inside. That's a good solid block from the fullback, but hey, you can't block 3 people, and Blitz defenders in there, nice and tight, and it looks like we might be seeing Blitz taking the time out here.
Yeah, Davin Abraham's a nice little block as a fullback in the hole. One of those ones where you need to meet them shoulder to shoulder and clear them out the hole for your running back, your running back tailback behind you to make a play. Otherwise, it's going to be stuffed. So 3rd and 8 scenario, Chris. If you're coaching here, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I've been here too much this season. I'm thinking at least it's not 3rd and 15. It's been one of those years at Surge, but. Listen, 3rd down, defence are going to be thinking pass, right? I think there's about 40 seconds left, I think I heard them saying it was. Just to correct myself, it was Wembley that took their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So Warren's got to be dialing something up here. Ball's on the 39-yard line. I mean, the Wembley kicker, I've not seen enough. Where are we looking to get to? I'm thinking, can we get into field goal range? I'm thinking, can we get, some kind of double move? Potentially a little screen or something off the back of that little slip screen I like earlier with the off the verts and trying to get the running back just out into the flats with some lead blockers.
Yeah, I personally don't think it's field goal territory because you're down 20, you get 3, you're only up 17, still 3 scores. But based off Blitz's coverages, I would have said a screen.
So we've got the man in motion here to the other side. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, gets the dump off to Big Manny, and he's met. That's a great tackle. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 as Blitz take their first time out to stop the clock. And if I'm Coach Smart, I'm thinking, thanks very much.
Yeah, so what they've tried to do in Wembley is a fast flat action again. So they've motioned the wide receiver from one side out So you essentially have the corner clear out, or people clearing out. So essentially, what you're trying to do is create a situation where you have the fullback Manny catching the ball in a flat on a DB one-on-one space. However, what I will say is number 20, he has thrown down, and he's cleared out. He's made a hell of a play on Manny, and then also you've had coverage from defensive end Diogo Jack.
There we go, 4th down. We can hear the coaches underneath us calling for the field goal unit. So if they get this first down here, the clock will stop until the chains are set. I'll give them a chance to get the field goal unit on, but they've got to get there first. They've got to get that first down. As the receiver comes in motion behind, just a slight orbit, play action again. And he is looking for number 83. As Ted Watts gets the ball away, just over the head of the receiver.
Yeah, 4th down, he rushes out straight away. I'm not sure if that was a cool protection in terms of sprint out.
Yeah, I think we saw possibly the running back of the tackle just longing in there. I think it was a designed rollout. But
and then you had that 3-level flood concept, right? So you had the deep go, you had deep out, and then you had a nice little flat. So I like the play call. I get it. I think it's just difficult when you're in situations where you're in 3rd or 4th and long. From a London Blitz point of view, really nicely done. Really nicely done. Doesn't matter that you gave up, 20, 30 yards on a drive if you're holding them. Bend but don't break defense is really excelling, and it's the reason why they are winning by 3 scores at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I think number 83 there, Matt Eisenhower, looked like he was going to get open for a second. I think that's just one of those where defense made a good play. Defense covered it. Everybody was there. There was somebody on Ted Watts. Couldn't scramble. But we're seeing the Blitz offense on the field now with a new running back in the backfield, and that is a burst of pace. It's getting across to make the tackle. And Blitz here want to get points on the board before the half.
They have taken a timeout. This is nice. I like this. From head coach Rob Smith. Bit of a ballsy move here. Obviously, when you run that hurry up, it is quicker. It's naturally ingrained in them to do the hurry up. So the tempo is not a problem. But when you're running the ball, obviously, and your runner goes down inbound, it's the clock stays going. So they need to get these to use these timeouts.
Yeah, it's number 26, Edward Kairi in the backfield here, next to Stocks.
Is it? Oh, he's nice as hell. I've coached against him. He played at Warwick. He is nice. He is seriously nice.
And a good footballer too.
Shut up, man.
Call back here to pass. He's got trips to the right as it looks like the pressure's getting through there. Can you guess who that was, James?
Well, 2 people who have been at the play every single time. It was 1, Jack, and 2, Will from Wembley. He has been everywhere today. He is down at the moment, unfortunately, but it doesn't look serious. But he has been all over the field, making plays from that free safety spot.
Looks like he's in some pain here, but he's moving around. We've got the medics on. That last play, we've got a flag on the field and possibly a little face mask off the left side, or maybe holding that we're going to have a look at, but we'll wait.
It's in the backfield, isn't it? So it's likely.
Holding on the offense. It looked like there was a little grab of the face mask, but the officials called holding. So we're going to have 10 yards. It's going to put them back to 2nd and 15.
Nice.
So we've got the Wembley player here just still getting treatment, and the guys are getting some water on.
It's a shame because it rolls off quite a nice play from London Blitz offense, in my opinion. The rollout, making things happen, and the lad number 80, Jack, he's making really nice in terms of breaking down when he sees that he's capped all the time, and making plays past the sticks for first down. So he may not be having the breakaway posts, etc., that people maybe are used to when you watch him and you watch this London Blitz offense. But he's playing smart football. He's using his choice routes to snap it off past the sticks, first down. That's football. That's winning football from a really smart guy. Clearly, one of the top receivers in the UK at the moment.
Blitz on offense here, looking to get back into that one-stick territory. And the clock's running there, and that looks like it's going to be half-time.
Half-time?
There we go.
It's a little bit woke.
Everybody's slightly confused as to what's going on there, but it was a medical timeout on the field, which means that once the play's blown in again, the clock stops running immediately. So there must have been about 1 second on. The The realist in me would like to have just seen the officials maybe call half time rather than getting everybody lined up.
Yeah,
to just blow the whistle
before
again.
you do it, like, lads, it's not theatre, just whatever. But yeah, really good half of football, I think. London Blitz, after some a great start, then a bit of momentum, went to Wembley, and then Blitz sort of really, to be honest with you, shown their class, I think, in the back end of that, the first half, in the second quarter there. These breakaway inside runs, they're doing it on the ground, and then you had that drive where they've done it in the air, and it's a really nice balanced attack from London Blitz, and you have to say that they're really showing their class and showing that they are the team that hopefully for them should be going into the playoffs in a nice and strong position to represent the South.
Yeah, 100%. And we said at the start of the game, and we've sort of reiterated it throughout. This is, for playoff hopes, this is a must-win game for both teams. Wembley, if they were to somehow come back into this game and get a win the next one, then they've got a chance if a couple of other results go their way to be looking at playoffs in their third season. Which I think when you're at this point of the season, 6 games gone, and you're able to have that conversation and start doing that math, it's probably a strong sign in your first year up.
Yeah, I think, look, what Wembley have always been is a very, very organised side, and they've always had great numbers. This is game, 7 of the year, and we're looking at
game 7, yeah.
Over 45 players on the roster. That's a rare thing in Britball. That is a very rare thing. So Wembley have gone from strength to strength as a club in the last 10 years. Coach Smart obviously started this whole thing himself, and it's really nice to see that they're advancing and getting better each year.
And as the two teams are just Blitz heading back into the locker room to have their half-time conversations, Wembley getting their oranges and sweets on board, which is something that I definitely miss from playing here, the half-time snacks, as you can tell from my waistline. What do you think Blitz are going to be talking about for the second half? What do you think their thought process is going to be?
Foot on necks, as far as I'm concerned. If you're London Blitz and you come out and you score 2 quick touchdowns, game's done. Right, it's a 3-score game in a minute. I've always been another thing, and once you get to 4 or 5, it's a wrap. Particularly in Britball, particularly versus a Wembley offence, which, no offence to the receivers or the quarterback, isn't firing in the air game, at least vertically, as far as I'm concerned. We've seen some hitches, we've seen some drags where the QB's scrambled out the pocket and he's made a play throwing, but it's not there is no Josh Allen sitting here at QB. He's got to launch at 60 yards. It's not an American quarterback. So for Blitz, 2 TDs, go for it. Take the ballsy decision, go for it on 4th down, and get to the running clock, which no one wants to see. But that is obviously if I'm London Blitz, and that's what I'm thinking of. My name is Rob Smith right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, this is Rob's second game as
second,
interim head coach. He would love to come away from this one with a strong win. And from a Wembley perspective, we can see Coach Smart here with the coaches huddled together. We've got to be thinking from an offensive perspective. We need to probably try and get some chunk plays to get ourselves back into the game. And from a defensive perspective, they'll be really disappointed with that first half. Yeah,
massively. It's difficult because I don't think they are. When you're going against a team that runs inside a heavy zone scheme, you can't. You have to be gap sound across the board. Particularly when they're running this wide zone stuff. If you lose one battle, that's one cut-up lane. And what these backs have done really well is just putting their plant foot in the ground and cutting up the hash. And before you know it, they got 3 or 4 yards before contact. Hey, 3 or 4 yards before contact, 2 yards after contact, you got 6 yards. That's winning football. Doesn't matter if they're running it up the hill, down the hill, what the situation is. You concede 5-6 yards of carry, you're going to lose the football game, the defense. So that's what the Wembley defense need to think about here is run fits and making sure that these Blitz running backs aren't getting so many yards before contact.
Yeah, and if we just look at the leading stat scorers for both sides here, Pablo Mauricio, number 99, 33 tackles, leading the Wembley defence for tackles. Inactive today. Aaron Greenidge, inactive, sadly now, forever. He's retired. He's their leading rusher, leading receiver, James Turner, and leading receiving touchdown. James Turner, inactive. So there's quite a few players there that Wembley are missing. and they'd love to have them on the field today. But we can see both teams making adjustments. Both teams are going to make changes for the second half. We're going to go and grab a drink, put on a bit of sun cream, try and make sure we've got charged up microphones that don't run out partway through the second half. But before we do go, the stream today is courtesy of our sponsors. Our sponsors are putting the funding behind Stampede TV so that we can offer hopefully a high level of streaming to teams at no cost to those teams. Let's start really spreading the wealth when it comes to Britball. Let's start showcasing all of those fantastic teams that are out there that are setting standards in their various fields. So I think first of all, the London Post Office Sport and Social Association, LPOSSA, home venue of the Wembley Stallions. Just as a reminder, they can host a variety of events, corporate business meetings, parties, Sunday lunches, and they've been partners with the Stallions since 2013, and I know that Coach Smart has a great relationship with those guys as a fantastic host. Best Way Travel, official partner of the Wembley Stallions. So if you need to be delivered safely to your destination, then look no further than Best Way Travels. And of course, let's give a shout out to BAFA. I think the officials have actually been really good today, despite maybe the 1 second incident at the end. But I think that's more personal preference than anything else.
I think that's just us being nitpicking. Let's be honest. They've been really nice. I think they've been really good. They've refed a good game. There's been no afters, it's not kicked off or anything at all. They kept a good level head on it. In a BAFA Premiership game between two clubs that are not very far from one another. It's not far from here to Finsbury Park, so local rivalry. And yeah, refs have done a really good job in handling all of that.
Yeah, and no sport can be run without the support of the referees. So British American Football Referees Association, they're always looking to recruit new members. They don't just work in the British games, they travel the globe, they cover the sport at all levels. IFAF, which is the International Federation of American Football, flag, if you ever want to go and have a look at all the fun that Jed Brooks has in his pink stripes out officiating flags. As a former BAFA official as well, I can say it's very rewarding, it's very enjoyable. I'd say if you're a player that's looking to learn more about the game, if you're a senior player that's just finishing your summer, consider taking it up for the winter, consider officiating some university games. You'll learn a lot from it. You'll learn a lot about the rules. You'll learn that pretty much everything you've been shouting at the refs is probably wrong, and you'll enjoy it while it's going. So we're going to go and take a break, get onto the BAFA website, get yourself signed up so that we don't have to self-officiate our games because nobody wants that.
Thank you very much.
Just. Let's sit down.
Go on, you go first.
Oh, it's easier. Just going to put this on the floor so it doesn't fall off.
Right, and we are back. London Blitz versus Wembley Stallions. Half-time score 27-7. We have London Blitz kicking off up the hill. Wembley Stallions to return with their offense receiving to start the half. Blitz, as we spoke about at half-time, just looking to put foot on necks and sort of, finish the game off. And Wembley looking to get back into it, the score this drive. And that
kickoff goes deep to the left side. Takes a hop out of bounds. That was a bit of a risky play from the Wembley returner there. If it had kicked up, might have been in a bit of a bad situation. But let's see how they come out here on offense. So if you're just joining us for the second half, as James said there, the score 27-6 in favour of the Blitz. Wembley have managed to get a couple of good drives in and move the ball a little bit, but that Blitz defence and running back number 22, Adam Reeker's just absolutely taking this game to pieces for the Blitz. As Wembley come out here, I formation, slot on the right side. Ted Watts under centre, getting the hand off that lead off the outside, and it's that edge defender over there. Manages to slow him down, and there's 3 Blitz defenders rallying, and it's something Blitz have done really well all game.
Flown to the ball so nicely. I think these Wembley running backs need to stop bouncing it, man. Because respectfully, Blitz are out-athleting them at second level. It's easier for them to flow and scrape when the wider you go. So let's get north to south if you're Wembley running back and try to take people head on.
Yeah, absolutely. As Wembley are now in spread. Ted Watts in the gun with Manny next to him. Sets in the pocket with a quick pass. Oh, and that's dropped.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Hitch, 7 yards. Get yourself into third manageable, as we always speak about, but now you're in 3rd and 12. Most likely going to be a punt this drive, unfortunately. For
well,
Wembley.
Let's not speak too soon, James. This is my specialty, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 2 stakes. This is where I've been working from all year, so let's get a double reverse pass in. Change the game.
Double reverse pass, I like it, I like it.
Or just, a reverse pass. Wembley coming out here in this trips tight bunch formation.
There's no safety.
We saw this last time, and we saw that drive concept as the flags are down.
I think that's on the defence, judging by the quarterback's reaction.
Yeah, the defensive lineman definitely jumped, but it's whether he was in the neutral zone when the offensive guard jumped, which the officials say it was. So that'll be 5 yards. James, this is out of my wheelhouse now. Because it's less than 10 yards to go.
All right, so 3rd and 7. Personally, look, if that safety comes down a bit, I'll just punt it over the top. No, I'm joking. I'm probably go back to a drive concept right now.
Interestingly here, Wembley straight into the formation, so no change of play. We saw the drive concept last time. What will we see this time? Flood to the outside, and he just takes the short route, and that's going to bring up 4th and 2. And let's see how aggressive Coach Smart is feeling after that half-time talk.
The offense has stayed out, so we're probably going for it. But we have a lineman on the floor. Nope, he's big 71, Big Lou. He's back into it. He's ready to go. I am anticipating a quarterback sneak here.
Yeah.
Anything else would be, not ideal.
Love a QB sneak me. And there's a flag down. And we're not 100% sure what that one's for. Possibly an illegal substitution or illegal procedure. Okay, 12 players on the field is what the official's signalling. And after all the excitement and anticipating that QB sneak, we're just going to see a punt again. So
refs called 12-man in a huddle, but I don't remember seeing a big huddle. But hey ho, let's not get into the
but I think so. We talk about breaking breaking the huddle with 12 players. The truth is it's an illegal substitution. So Wembley were out, they had their players in formation, and then they subbed somebody on at the last second, which you could be potentially deceiving the opponent, but they managed to get the punt away here. Blitz plays with another 4 around the punter, and this was just rolling down to the 25-yard line, and the Blitz offense will take over there. So just going back to the illegal substitution. So Wembley had 11 players in formation, and then they made a substitution at the last second. Theory behind it is if the defense is set to that formation and those personnel, and you change it at the last second, you might give you an unfair advantage. So officials called 12 on the field, illegal substitution. No real issues with that one, to be honest with you. I think that's just another one of those examples where Wembley need to clean that up going into next year.
Yeah, 100%. And another thing I want to go back for that last play is Wembley front line on punt needs to sort it out. That was nearly another block from Blitz.
Handoff up the middle. New running back in the game.
That was really nice and patient from the weak side end 19. He's sat, he's surfed, and he's let the mesh point go ahead in front of him, so that he's in a place where he can make the decision to fly on the ball. Because if he doesn't, and he just bites straight away, quarterback can always pull it on read option and just run into nice green space.
So it's number 2, Darmi Alaran in the backfield, takes another handoff with the counter pulls. But Wembley get there. The Blitz tackles just struggled to get the seal on the edge, I think. And
this is much, much nicer from the Wembley defence up front in terms of gap fill and run fit. Big Fidel, 94, making a hell of a play. He's a really phenomenal player. And yeah, so we're looking good at the minute.
Blitz still with this no huddle offence, as he's got the 2 receivers going deep and the wide open there, and he's just missed him. That was number 21, Aaron rushing coverage. Coach Ricks was telling me Aaron was a little disappointed with his performance at Bristol, and he really wanted to make an impact in this game. So let's see what he comes to the table. We'll keep an eye on him, see if we can make a couple of plays. But
yeah, he got beat there.
He got beat on that one.
He got beat on that one. He got beat all right. If I'm Blitz, I'm looking at that again, and I'm going back to that well. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's.
I think is there possibly an argument that obviously Wembley have seen all these kind of choice routes in the first half, these option routes from Jack Porteous, and they're trying to be a little bit more aggressive on the outside, and that's just led to him potentially getting burnt deep as Blitz are coming with a jet return motion back over to the other side, and the punt's away. It's a very fancy punt, but the returner's picked it up. He's made a man miss, and he's got some yards here, and that's a great block from number 11, doing a really good job.
Toby Alexis, and that was actually really, really smart. He's got the opportunity for the old crack back, and he's not lit the guy up. He's just stood in his way without exaggerating the movement and taking him out to the point where he's going to light him up and get a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
And it allows the punt returner to get to nearly halfway at this point and keep Wembley ticking. They need to have a good drive here. They need to score soon, otherwise the result is probably running away from them.
Yeah, the old basketball screen, avoiding the illegal blindside blocks. Some people might say it's utter woke nonsense. Personally, I've got a job to go to on Monday, so I'd rather not be seeing stars for the next week if I can help it. So I'm all in favour of removing the illegal blindside blocks.
Yeah, lads, we're not getting paid for this. Let's not put people in hospital, please.
2 in the backfield now, split back, slot left. Ted Watts dropping back, just with a quick hitter, maybe taking a page out of the Blitz playbook from the first half.
Yeah, I like it. Blitz are in a soft cover 3 at the minute, if I'm honest with you, with sort of allowing which means that anything sort of underneath is quite quick, and a quick game is open straight away. And Wembley take advantage. Good little bit of chess match and a nice little call from the Coach Smart.
Yeah, I did speak to Coach Smart at half time, and one of the things he said he wanted to look at was being a little bit more balanced on first down. I think they only went for 2 passes on the drive starters in the first half, so it's an area he's going to have a look at. We'll keep an eye on it, but Wembley back in eye form again. Just with a few quick yards, and the running backs rolled out of that one for possibly a first down. We'll see where the officials are going to spot it. But that was some really good second effort there from Rayhan Ikinyede in the backfield.
Yeah, nice run from Rayhan. Really, really smart guy. Used to play corner, actually. Just a really good athlete, mate. They put him in the running back position. He's made decisions to go to running back, get some touches, see his name in the lights, and score some touchdowns. But really good athlete. So as he learns, he's gonna really pick it up.
It's not a position path you see many people going from, is it? Corner to corner to running back, although we've seen Sam Fraser move from corner to running back or safety to running back.
Yeah, you see it every now and then. I think it's more you see it the other way around, to be honest with you. Really good athletic running backs, maybe further down the depth chart, switching over to corner.
Wembley in spread here. With a little running back dump off, it's Rayan again, and he's got space to the outside, and he just goes out of bounds. And I don't hate it. It's first down, close to first down yardage. Okay, I do hate that. So I'd like him to have got another 2 yards maybe before he went out. I'd like to get the first down, but when you've got 4 players in your face like that, it's really, really important. And it's something that, as a running back coach and positional running back coaches, I talk about how can you be an every down back, and one of the first things you need to be aware of if you want to be a receiving back is where are the sticks?
Please take a shot here. Please take a shot. Please take a shot. Second and whatever. Take a shot.
We've got the sniffer fullback in, Ted Watts. Just a mishandled snap there, and he's thrown the ball away. It does make it back to the line of scrimmage.
He's done really well because that was all over the shop. But Blitz, the defense, honestly, that front line there, those defensive linemen, those linebackers are so fast today. Particularly in passing situations, they're really tearing it up in their one-on-one matchups and making the Wembley O-line pay. That was a really good play from them, and I anticipate now Coach Smart going back to the run.
It's third and 1 here. The official just moving the ball back over to the other side after the incomplete pass. Really clever play there from Ted Watts just to get that ball away, make sure it gets back to the line of scrimmage, so we don't get that intentional grounding penalty. Based on the fullback there, I'm expecting a QB sneak, and it is a QB sneak.
That's a hell of a QB sneak, actually. It's gone forward about 8 yards, mate.
Coach Smart, if you're listening to this, do you know what? I've become really partial to James. I've got older and more boring. First down QB sneak. Get yourself 3 or 4 yards. Make it 2nd and 5, 2nd and manageable.
People like you are stopping the growth of the game. I'm joking.
Do you know what? I'm fine with it.
Not funding, not lack of live streams. Chris Treacy, QB sneak, first down. That is why we are not playing in stadiums, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, at least Wembley are all wearing the same colour helmets. So it's the important things. Although I have to say that is a rule that we do have at Surge as well. As we see the run up into the middle, does get to that second level, and that's a really good gain on first down. And
do you know what? As much as London Blitz defensive line are killing it in the pass game, that was not gap sound at all. And every single Wembley, run block on that in that play seemed to win. Running back was about 7 yards downfield before he even got touched. Really, really nice play with the offensive line. And when you're going up against it in terms of score and things like that, this is a really, really nice drive coming up for Wembley at the moment.
Yeah, I think if you just tuned in at half time and saw the game as it is now, saw how the Wembley offense is performing, you'd think they were probably the team in the driving seat for the first half. But this is a real big change, so the adjustments have been good. Running back's just had a chip and he's got downfield. Ted Watts has got him if he wants, and that's a bad decision. He's tried to make a play, he's tried to make something happen, and he's just picked out the Blitz defender on the far side. He'll want to have that one back for sure.
That was not the smartest thing I've seen. It's a really poor decision from Mr. Watts. You had to throw the ball out of bounds right for you. You can keep moving the ball, you keep running it. But for London Blitz, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They are killing it. What I will say though is in terms of pressure, straight away in the A gap we had a guy get through straight away. So before you know it, anything in terms of pre-snap read, making your decisions, looking downfield, trying to key on the defender who the concept is keying on, it is just completely gone.
Blitz with the stretch zone off the left side there, away from the trips player, getting a good 7-yard gain on that. It's number 2 back in.
Yep, that is Dami. I can't remember his surname.
Dami Alaran in the backfield.
Yeah, he's been around for donkeys.
Yeah, so we still got stocks in at quarterback, but you got to think, Rick's possibly letting somebody else have a go in the backfield here after his 3 touchdowns already, as we get another handoff at the middle, and that's a first down. That's too easy, really, from a Wembley perspective, but really solid from a Blitz perspective. We were saying in the first half about how strong and how well coordinated, really, that the Blitz line are. They are dominating the trenches here, and Wembley are going to have to really fight their way back into this if they want to have a chance in the game.
Yeah, it's getting to that territory.
Quick snap, even the receivers weren't ready for it. It's a shot play, but that is fantastic coverage. That is number 11, Toby Alexis. He is a veteran on the team here and somebody in the defensive backfield that they really do rely on. That was great coverage. And I know, at half time he's battling a couple of little niggles and he's finding things tough out there, but he's sticking with it. He wants to play the game, and that was just a fantastic play on defense. Trips to the right here. We're just going with the handoff. That's really good flow. He gets the stiff arm in, though, and gets a couple of yards. So we're now looking at 3rd and 7. And let's see what Blitz do here.
Yeah, wide zone again, just cutting up the B and trying to get outside. From the experienced running back and Wembley flying over. But, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. I'm expecting a pass, obviously, from the Blitz offense here.
After those first couple of plays, Wembley will be happy with this situation. 3rd and 7. Let's see if they can do something with it. 3rd and 7. It's that speed option to the outside. They've scored off that already today. And that's a spin move. But only a couple of yards for his trouble.
4th down now. It's speed option, so it's a good idea. I think you're using Stocks again as a running threat, and obviously White stretching the side of the field. But one thing the Wembley linebackers did really well there is I thought they flowed really nicely, despite the make and miss and the spin move. Respectfully, number 6, Peter, Tyrese he's made a play over there. He's flying over, so the other linebackers are following Martin. So that was a good little play from both sides, and building into the chess match. Yeah,
trying to make use of Dami Alaran's speed there, who seems to be more of a speedy, nimble back rather than the one cut that we've been seeing in the first half. Blitz run to punt here, so Wembley defence rallying and really getting themselves into a good situation. Blitz not very organised. For the first time in the game, we've seen poor substitutions, but they're finally in place and looking to get the punt away. And they do, and that is a fantastic punt. That is high, but it's taken a Wembley bounce. It's hit the Wembley player. It's on the ground, but it's been recovered by Wembley. That is a really heads-up play
that's
from the Wembley player there, number 15.
Rehan again.
Rehan making a play. That is switched on, and I'll say it before the game, the Wembley coaches were talking, and it's something that they specifically mentioned was not getting in the way of those punts. When poison is called, they want people moving away from the ball.
Yep. I would have felt almost bad for 22 if Blitz recovered that. To be honest, he doesn't know what's happening. He's hit him in the back of the head. But as you say, Chris, right? You hear poison, fire, whatever you want to call it. Various teams have different words for it. Run to the sideline. Yeah. Don't amble towards it. Sprint.
I'll be honest, James. It's another one of my 7 deadly sins of Britball calling poison. We all know what it means. Everybody uses the same call. Just shout away. Why are we trying to be too clever? Everybody says poison. Everybody says just go away. And then the rookies, there's no confusion.
Sorry,
maybe
Coach.
That's just me. Right, spread. Here. Wide split jet motion with a little escort there, and the running backs made the cut upfield for a couple of yards.
Well, 47. He's done very well, nicely. Very well there. He's flowed across, come downhill, hit the running back in the hole. Yes. Wembley again using that little jet motion to sort of have a extra lead block at the point of attack. I would like to see them now call a play to reverse of that. Call a play away from that motion, because Blitz are feeding off of it at the moment.
You got to love a counter against the jet motion, or a little dump off pass into the flats, like you say, just something that's going to change things up. As Ted Watts gets the quick pass here, and it's off the hands.
Catch the ball, man.
Just past the defensive back.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, James. That was very catchable.
Yeah, it's hit both hands, man. Like you can't drop that. Personally, I'd be calling rotation time, but hey ho. It's just difficult. It was a really good little concept. Cover 3 beta, dragon concept, slant flat. So nice little play. But now we're in again. Wembley are again third and 8 now. So
third and 8 out with this tight trips bunch formation. We've seen a drive, we've seen a flood. What are we going to see this time? It's a play action rolling out. Blitz players there, and he's throwing the ball away. And the official's going to be saying that's a backwards pass. So it's going to be a blitz ball. Sorry, no, it's not. It's going to be 4th down from the 20-yard line. And QB Ted Watts there looks like possibly just down with cramp. Hopefully it's nothing serious, as the Wembley punt unit no doubt gets themselves ready to take the field.
Yeah, it's a hot day out here today. There may not be the blazing 35 or whatever heat wave weather we've had, but when you're playing a game like this in full pads, with a helmet, with various Under Armour going on, little bicep bands or whatever you are.
If you're into that sort of thing, right?
Pathetic. But it's be a man. That's that from that side of things. It gets hot. Muscles are starting to seize up, particularly as you get in the close to your 30s, if I'm honest with you. So you see a few bodies drop now. But yeah, keep pushing through it, going into the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see Wembley there, Ted Watts starting to get a little bit of desperation in there, just trying to make something happen. We saw the interception before, after praising him for his smart play before, throwing the ball away out of bounds, but then we've seen a couple of mistakes there just as the pressure gets on in the game, and Wembley are trying to get back into it.
Special teams, the punt unit again, a bit of a nightmare. It's difficult where you've got difficulty of the punt. You see why the punt unit
low
is struggling.
Snap, blitz, pressure through again, gets the punt away, taken on the full, reverses field. Yeah, and there's a flag on the field. That's going to come back for holding, but that's a great cutback. Oh, and into the end zone, and that's a very early whistle. The official's going to be saying he stepped out of bounds there, but the flag is down, and potentially another flag down there as well.
So I want to go back to what there's a reason this punt unit is not working. The players aren't locked in on it, if I'm blunt. Respectfully, we've had 2 near blocks, all right, and then you go out there for a punt, and you have 8 men on the field. You have 3 people who don't know they're on the punt unit when they're on to be. There is not 3 people injured around here, all right. The people who are down are linemen, so respectfully, they're not on the punt unit. You should really understand that if you're on a special teams unit, you should be there, ready to go, wait for when your name is called, because it's costing them at this point.
Okay, so we've got 2 penalties. We've got an illegal blindside block down the field. That one's been declined, and then there's a holding penalty, which is going to push Blitz back to probably about the 46-yard line. There you go, they've spotted it already. So the 46-yard line, that's a killer. 2 penalties there, and I think somebody owes some donuts to number 31 to get paid back there, because that was a touchdown. I'm not sure that hold needed to happen. I'm not sure that blindside block needed to happen, but the officials out there keeping everyone safe with the illegal blindside block calls, as we see Blitz in here. Kier Bailey in at quarterback, number 3. And we see the cut up, and there were 2 Wembley defenders there, but that's a great cut. He's made them miss.
It must be it's a great position to be in, right? When your third RB is Ed. He's a really, really nice player. Came back off quite a bad injury, if I'm correct, for shoulder and stuff from uni ball season. So he's a real player.
Yeah, number 3, Kier Bailey here. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the outside. That's good backside pursuit from Wembley.
Be an athlete, man. Be a running back. If you're a running quarterback, use your legs, man. Get outside there. You're better than the guy in space. Do it 100%. It's a bit of a change up from Blitz. I like it.
Possibly a bit of indecision there from Kier Bailey. He's got 4 touchdowns on the season. He scored, I think, a couple against Bristol. But he gets that pass in there, just died on him a little bit.
Now we're in a punt.
It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Blitz are now punting. Wembley get the ball back. Wouldn't be surprised to see a quarterback change from Wembley after the last drive, maybe.
Possibly, especially with the cramp.
Yeah, you got 2 young guys on the bench as well. Get some time, mate. I'm not really sure if we're unless Wembley score next drive. I think this game may be done as a contest, respectfully. 3 scores going into the 4th is very difficult.
It's tough.
It's very tough. Very tough.
It's tough, especially with a running foundation. But what is it about punt units today?
Oh, they're all over the gaff.
Another substitution for Blitz.
You can tell it's game 7 of the season, can't you? Guys aren't locked in at this point.
You'd like to think by game 7 they'd know what they're doing, but glass houses and stones, and I can't really talk. Oh, that was nearly blocked. That's taken a great bounce, and that is going to be down to the half-yard line.
That is absolutely punt of the year. That was outstanding from 85. Whoever you are, young man, take a bow. Well worth the golf swing celebration, that one. Nice little corkscrew kick, and it sort of just rolls out to the side. Putting Wembley on their own half-yard line, they're probably going to roll out in that big formation again and just try and get off their own line, really. Get a few yards from Blitz point of view. Engage 8.
What I'll say there is 23 for Wembley. Agodo Avbara very close to blocking that. Look, he just pulled out of it. You won't want to see that one back on film.
No, 100%. Maybe scared of roughing the kicker and getting that first down, losing that fifth first down.
Possibly. But when you're in a game like this, I guess, you've got to start taking risks. You've got to start trying to turn the ball over, and that's going to lead to either some really great football or some really big turnovers. Backed up here, just got the inside run, stopped for no gain off that right tackle. You can see the Blitz defense here really feeling themselves, looking for a score. They will want to get the safety here.
Oh, 100%. If you're that defense, you're at the point of, like, well, we're up by 20, we get safety here, give our offense the ball back. It probably settles the game. So every single one of them sort of geeing each other up and pushing it, as they should be. Go for the Blitz.
And I think this is the sort of situation where you just sort of start having fun as a defense, right? Pressure's off.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's get in the backfield. 100%. Let's get some stats. Let's get some turnovers.
But you know what's going to happen, right? I mean, you can't imagine much misdirection from under centre at this point. You're on your own again. 3-yard line? So they've got a yard there.
I think it would be a really brave play call if we saw some kind of play action, some kind of boot or reverse here.
Yeah, but how much fun would it be?
Hey, listen, I'm all for it. Okay.
Get a jet motion. Let's go all flyers. Why not? Let's have a bit of fun. They're probably going to play cover 3 anyway. So if you've got 4 verts, someone will be open.
It's either going to be really good or really bad. Either way, it's going to be a play. So let's see what happens here. Under centre again. This heavy formation for Wembley. Just looking to probably get a bit of space. But we have seen the play action, the rollout. Ted Watts has got his man downfield. And he's just overthrown him. A good play call. In that situation,
I like it. I like it a lot. A little bit of rollout, that fast action stuff that we've been looking at, that we spoke about earlier, that you hit Manny with earlier in the flats, right, consistently. So, really nice. But I think the receiver just needs to, look a bit earlier. The timing was quite off, but also very well defended by Blitz. He was bracketed.
Yeah, Blitz had it covered, right? They had 2 guys on him. But
nice from them, man.
This is where we are. This is where we are in the game. Third and long.
There's a new punter. He's
big man kick.
Offensive lineman number. This could be fun to watch. Give the big boys the football, I don't think this is what they meant.
That's Victor Olamade in the backfield to punt.
Go on,
Don't step back. Oh, he's got the kick.
He's got it off,
and he's got the penalty as well. Wembley stopping the ball, but the flag's down. You've got to think the big man was on the floor. I didn't see it, but it's going to be probably roughing here, which will give Wembley a first down.
Oh, mate, I'm not being funny. If I'm the head coach at Rob Smith, I'm losing my mind here. You've just basically had the game in your hands. You get the ball back on within their 30, and they do that.
Sorry, James. Wembley are calling the punt team out here. And the official signal running into the kicker. So
5 yards.
Running into the kicker is 5 yards and repeat the down. So Wembley will be looking to punt here
boring.
On 4th and 5.
They're boring. They're taking the lineman off.
Yeah, I think, listen, justice for Victor.
Yeah, I can't lie. I would not like to be a big guy like that and have someone running through my knees either, particularly when you don't have a way of getting out of it.
Wembley, once again, calling for the substitution. Even the Blitz players here, waving them onto the field, saying, come on, guys, at least try and make it challenging. Let's see what happens here. Blitz have had free reign to blitz through here. No pun intended. And it's a low drive punt. With a it's hit the returner. And he's managed to dive on it.
That's much better. On the halfway, but yeah, Blitz got the ball. If I'm London Blitz now, I am running inside zone till I die.
Yeah. Nico Bannerman there on the return. It just popped up and hit him, and then he managed to jump onto it. So it's a smart play. It's a heads-up play, but it is kind of his own making. So you'd sort of like to see him get out there. But he's had a couple of good punt returns where it skipped up. He took it on the hop.
He's a really, really talented one, Nico. Plays at University of Nottingham. I tried to recruit him for Brunel back in the day. Played at London Blitz U19, was a standout player. And actually started at Notts as a freshman, which in that Prem is no joke.
Yeah, so Blitz here with two in the backfield. They've got the stacked sniffer, and that's just daylight. Absolute daylight. He's not touched for 15 yards. What a change of pace that was. Just burst straight up the middle. Edward Kaye with the rush. And Blitz are moving fast. Players injured and down for Wembley.
I'm not quite sure why Wembley are in a split safety look in a run clock situation. Respectfully, I'd be of the mind to go into an 8-man box, 7-man, 8-man box, depending upon what obviously they come out in, and just ensure that we're being gap sound up front, because Wembley have struggled up front. I would say versus 11 personnel, in particular with that inside run stuff, A's and B's. I mean, that's where the crux of this game has been. I put the extra man in the box, get a third linebacker on.
Yeah, 100%. And I was coming up with some really great ideas here, James. We're always looking for coaches in the Midlands. If you fancy getting back into it, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'm
Stoke's
not
a lovely
driving that
part
far,
of the
mate.
world.
I live in West London, mate.
Yeah, but Stoke, Okay, we're looking to get
got a good point.
looking to get back going here. As Blitz taking the field, Wembley absolutely livid with that last play from their defence. As Blitz walking to the line here in a rare slow moment from their offence. We've got two in the backfield again. That's stacked sniffer.
Sniffer's Aziz from Warriors.
There we go. So we've got the hand up the middle. This time for 4 yards. We'll see where the officials spot it. And you can see the Wembley defenders there now saying, listen, this is how we should be playing. This is how we want to make that contact. Stretch zone to the outside. Manages to wriggle out of the tackle. And that's a great cut into the secondary.
I told you, man, he's so good. So good.
Don't tell me, James. Tell the guys at home.
Oh, Ed, man, he's a hell of a ball player. I know the kids will say I'm glazing. But yeah, hell of a ball player. Really nice cut in space. And he's strong through contact too. Really strong through contact. Not an RB3.
Or an RB4 when they're at full strength. And then we've got the rush up the middle here with the new running back in. Now, I'll be honest, we can't see it, but the sound from the Blitz sideline, I think somebody just got run over.
Yeah, they're loving it over there. They're making some big sounds, big momentum. That's what you like to see, very respectfully, right?
Yeah.
You want to see these big things. You want to see football, highlights, enjoying it, whooping, cheering. That's what it's all about. Yeah, this is not cricket. We're not here to clap and be all gentlemanly. You're meant to make sounds, be proud of what you're achieving, as the Blitz should be.
We're here to have fun, right? We're all paid to be here.
Exactly that.
Nobody's getting paid. This isn't a job. We're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy ourselves. And we're here to support our teammates and cheer them on. It's something that you always want to see. And I think when you're building a good culture, it's something that you see a lot. I remember seeing it at Brunel, when we were coaching back there, and James was a skinny tight end that would argue with me in training. And
that's me. Now I argue with you in the booth.
There we go. But you go into these teams, and when you see that positive culture, what you see are players hyping themselves up, players enjoying positive plays, players celebrating individual wins. Blitz here with their third running back of the day, their third string running back for the day, Dami Alleran in, and they're cheering him on as if he's the first down back that's winning a one-score game for them. All of those individual plays, all of those celebrations, that's what builds your culture.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And that's what we need more of, right? Less negativity in the game. Everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah.
100%.
Everyone have fun. Everybody love everybody.
Speak of the next play, it looks like we do have basically engage 8. Man across the board.
Kier Bailey with the handoff. Damiala up the middle. Short gain. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Nice little play. A couple yards, but again, the Wembley defence, the linebackers filling really hard, as they should be. You know what's going to happen at this point. I wouldn't be surprised though if we saw a little speed option on the edge.
Yeah, a little speed option or a little read option off the edge. We'll see what happens. Kier Bailey with the handoff. I think that possibly was a read option. Managed to get across there, close to a 1st down. 4th and 1. You just saw the slightly slowed down mesh there with the guy left off the end. I think that one possibly was read option. Kier Bailey was looking to pull it, but the end played it well, forced the handoff, and here we are on 4th down.
Here we go. What have we got in your locker, London Blitz? QB run.
There you go, here's the sneak. Here it comes. Kier Bailey driving through. Has he got enough? He's got enough for the 1st down. Has he got enough for the touchdown?
I think he's short. Really?
And they've signalled it. They've given it to him. That's Kier Bailey's 5th touchdown of the year.
Great TD, to be fair. Got it under centre. Do it yourself, Mr. Do it yourself. At that point, when you're, 2-3 yards. Well, actually, they've gone the whole 4 yards. When you're going downhill in particular, the QB sneak just has that forward momentum, right? It's like, if you're playing rugby and you have a scrum. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, forward momentum, getting people bodies behind it and just driving the man forward. For Wembley now, obviously, the key would be to not get running clocked, as far as I'm concerned.
Kier Bailey, their GB safety, Blitz player, Warriors player, obviously most famously Staffordshire Stallions Hall of Fame from Staffordshire University, as the 2-point there just falls short.
So
stop for a 2-yard loss.
33-7. The Stallions trying to G themselves up, as we can hear a
grip ball.
Doesn't really, no. I just need a man who's severely overweight with a pie telling everybody about how they should run inside the zone more.
I'm missing the pie.
It wasn't. All right, mate.
I'm more of a fan of split zone personally than inside zone.
Well, back in my day, we did this, and the glory days.
Get the double wing out.
100%.
Wing tee. You can learn a lot from wing tee.
Oh, you can. I like gun tee personally. A bit of variant, but hey ho.
Bit of Kenny Simpson.
See a lot of Uniball. Right. Anyway, back to the game. You've got.
We're just having a conversation.
Yeah, having a convo rather than just actually commentating. Wembley got 5 up front, then 4, and then 2 obviously deep. Seems to be issues with getting people on the field when they're meant to be on the field in terms of special teams. I
think you can sometimes see it happen when the game starts to pull away. Wembley were feeling pretty strong coming into this game, and we thought, they'd put a good game in here. When that sort of starts to slip away, players lose their heads, they lose their focus, and what it's going to take is probably the veterans here to step up, rally, and get everybody focused again, as that's a wide kick. Could be going out of bounds and has gone out of bounds, as it looks like Wembley's offense is going to take the field, so they will just take the ball in the most advantageous spot. And let's see what they can do. Let's see them see if they go to the air now.
The London Blitz special teams coordinator has done a really good job with speaking to his kicker, because that is I think it's maybe the 3rd kick they've had that's just gone over that 2nd level and dropped shy of the returners, where there's that rather large, what I would say about 30 yards gap in the Wembley kick return. And when the ball obviously settles down and bobbles around, it gives your kickoff team cover unit more time to cover and get down there. You also have more chance of the ball bobbling around and having a fumble. Unfortunately, I couldn't just put it off that time, but it's been really, really nice aspect from London Blitz, and something that I hope that they bring forward going into, potentially for them, and hopefully in their case, for the playoffs.
So, we see Wembley here with a stacked box on offense. Ted Watts fakes the run, rolls to the outside, looking downfield, and just throws the ball away. It's 1st down. That's a good decision.
Coverage is really nice from London Blitz again, covering the three level flood concept. We got the flat, you got the deep out, and you got the fly, the go, whatever you want to call it. Working really nicely. To see what Wembley got in the well here, probably needs to maybe run the ball and just try and get a bit of momentum, really.
Yeah, I think it's 2nd and 10. You've got to think about chopping the chains in half, right? We've got to be thinking, let's get to 3rd and manageable. Let's get something out there. as we see Ted Watts in the gun here. We've still only got 2 receivers out. Tight end on the far side with the sniffer in. And it's just an inside run following that lead. And he's got a gap and he's broken it. And he's getting downfield. Reaches for the extra yardage. I was about to say first down. He already had the first down at the 46 there. And you can hear the Wembley sideline just getting excited by that one. That's Derek Mba at running back, rookie.
First rep, 11 yards. Keep the guy in, man. 11 yards per carry. You win championships on the back of that. Sounds like they've got the green years replacement already sorted.
Wow. Big shoes to fill.
I tell you what, you wear number 1 as a rookie, you better be good as well. I can't lie. The man's backing it up. The man is backing it up.
And Coach Smart, you know, he doesn't hand it out to anyone. That number 1, it's a special number to them. If you're going to be wearing one, you've got to be a special player. Takes a quick shot here. No gain after the catch, but it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Little smash concept, hitch corner, you know, high low corner. Corner bails, yep, take that 5-yard hitch every single time. Nice from the receiver, spinning to the outside as they're taught.
And exactly, and Wembley are going to have to start making some big plays here. They're going to need some chunk plays. But they've not been strong through the air, certainly throwing past the chains.
No, it's all been hitched underneath really, hasn't it?
So they're going to have to start drawing these blitz defenders down and then looking to try and make something happen. Now there's a press coverage on the far side there. If I was Ted, I'd just be throwing this. Although my noodle arm would probably get it about 10 yards, but looks like Ted Watts is pointing to himself there. Looks like that might have been an RPO. You could have the option to pull it.
Yeah, it's at the RPO with the smoke on the backside. But personally, the way the Blitz are playing, they're playing like sort of what seems to be man coverage to me, particularly on the twin side here. I would have loved to have seen some sort of rub concept. Maybe a post wheel or, you know, something of that ilk. Just pick on it. Try and see if you can get the wide open guy.
So a little fade from the number 2 receiver with a slant or a drag underneath from the 1. Just run the guy off and cut off the back. But Ted Watts here in the backfield, solid. Oh, and that ball was there. That was actually, I think, a very catchable ball. And I think it was actually a good decision to throw it to the outside there, away from the DB. And receiver just didn't seem to see it in the air.
You have to say that I do love the London Blitz sideline reaction when their ball drops. They are great. They are so good. They're so loud. It's amazing. Ball can't hit your hands and you drop the ball. Like that's the 2nd or 3rd one from Wembley today. I feel for the quarterback, to be honest with you. I feel for the play caller, Coach Smart.
I don't. Big play here. Big play here. 4th down for Wembley. They ace right with the tight end. 2 receivers on the left side.
They locked him.
New formation. Oh, and that was a first down play, and it's off the hands of number 80. That's Mbofu Tabis, or T. I've got him down as. I'm just going to go with T. He's a rookie. He got some nice separation there. The DB off the top. He was at the sticks. He just kicked off his hands.
Yeah, don't butcher people's government name, mate. You'll get cancelled.
Yeah.
So London Blitz coming out now with their offence. From their point of view, just keep the clock running, keep it moving, and just take it away. Obviously, they'll be going for the score. You know, everyone knows what the Blitz are like. You know, they want to score. They want to do good things. That's what everyone wants to do, right? So
yeah, absolutely. And we got
if I'm them, I want to score another touchdown.
We've got another running back in the field. That's number 16, Alex Mugafeni. Just inside the tackle there for a short gain. Brings up 2nd and 7.
I think he's a rookie or some sort. He's running quite high. But he's got a bit of speed behind, a bit of momentum.
Quick play call in the huddle. They've just got the wing off that right side in a kind of a trips nasty look. Pressure off the edge, and that's a sack. Number 19, Nathan Williams. Catches Kier Bailey in the backfield and brings him down. Just got a really good rush off the edges. We've got a little bit of handbags in the field, in the middle of the field here.
It's nothing. It's just people saying some words after the whistle. No punches thrown. It's a physical game, man. These guys all weigh like 130 kilos. Like they're gonna bang. And
130 good kilos, a lot of them.
Yeah, they're serious people, like serious athletes. I think the most athletic people playing this sport are the guys in the trenches, by far. See the little wing off the left side. Kier Bailey sits in the pocket. There is pressure through.
And he's off. He scrambles. He takes off. 40-yard line, caught from behind. Tackled down at the 36-yard line, and that's Keir Bailey turning nothing into something with the scramble. Wembley would have thought they were in there. The pressure got through so quickly. I wonder whether it was potentially a screen that somebody was just in the way of, and he just took off.
Yeah, he's just really navigated his pocket quite nicely there, and just sort of still, right, I'll get him pressure on the right, let me step up to the left, and off we go.
Yeah, not bad for a safety as he hands the ball off here. Wembley are starting to get past this line, get into the backfield as the run is stopped just a yard short, but you can see as we get to this stage in the game, in the fourth quarter, it's warm. Play's just a little bit slower getting up off the floor.
Shout out to that London Blitz O-line, man. They have been absolutely mauling it today. Across the board, really across the board. They've been really, really impressive to watch, actually. A really good day's work.
Bailey here with the designed rollout. Quick shot to the outside. That's a great throw. Good connection. Just past the sticks for a first down.
I think that was the most impressive bit of quarterback play I've seen all day in terms of footwork and
that
mechanics.
I don't know where he learned that from, because he didn't learn that from my coach.
I'm not sure he'd sound. If he was about 5 years younger, 10 years younger, you're telling me you got a future at quarterback based off that play.
1st and 10 here. Blitz nice and settled into the game now. Just moving the ball down the field. Takes the snap, hangs it off to
Nice. Good running, young
Alex
man.
Munga-Feni. Short yardage gain. 4 yards on first down, but you don't mind that. You don't mind that as an offensive coordinator. If you can go out and get 4 yards on first down, you'll take that every time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get yourself moving. Get yourself pushing. Look, 3 times 4 equals 12. That's a new set of first downs.
Absolutely.
New set of first downs, new set of downs. Apologies.
Blitz here, just keeping this wing in. Speed option to the outside. That's not a great pitch, and it's mishandled. As Wembley get onto the ball, they pick it up. That's Keir Bailey in with the tackle, the quarterback, and 87 there to finish it off.
Peters Toby.
And that's a turnover.
Tyrese, TJ, better known as. We got a bit of handbags.
Yeah, looks like a couple of players trying to swap shirts there during the game.
No, yeah, so TJ, really, really good player, man. I've coached that guy for, I think, 4 or 5 years at this point. Played linebacker for me at Brunel, team captain, absolute stud athlete. So just picking up the fumble, recovery, and getting some momentum back for Wembley. So let's see if they can do something with it as the defence has got the turnover.
Looked like the Blitz backfield just wasn't on the same page there.
Young guy, right? So sometimes happens.
We're on to the sort of 3rd, 4th string on the day. How many reps are these guys taking together? That's the question you're going to sort of ask. So you expect things to happen. We've got a change of quarterback. We've got your way, James. That's Boris Poinerov into the backfield. Number 80 looking for the flag, and he's big flag in from the back judge there. Possibly holding.
A hell of an arm too. I'm not sure if he's retired quarterback. All the way from back there. I'm not sure he spotted it, but fairs. I think there's sort of a rub concept over there on that left-hand side. Maybe a bit of PI when fighting over the top. Not really, still not too certain.
It looked like a bit of it was a slant from the outside receiver, and it looked like the DB just had hold of his jersey. He was just pulling him back. So the question is going to be, was the ball in the air? If the ball was in the air, it's pass interference. If it wasn't, we're looking at a holding penalty.
Apologies, I only have one set of eyes, so I didn't really catch. I was looking at the quarterback.
Yeah, and that's why it's important that we have a
Various
team of
referees.
officials. So they have given it as defensive pass interference. So that'll be a spot foul because it's less than 15 yards, but it will be a first down.
That's why you should go to BAFA.com and sign up for one of our courses to be a referee.
Been there, done that. Do you know what? I have to say. I started officiating as a university student because I wanted to learn how to cheat better.
Nice, I like that.
So I wanted to learn the gamesmanship side of things. I wanted to learn what the actual rules were.
Always morally correct.
And it was massively helpful as Wembley in spread here. They've pushed the receivers out, get the little run inside, falls forwards. That's a lot of effort.
We got a lid off.
Come back
a nice
just
play
short
from
of the line.
Just a nice play from the linebacker there, 47. Patel, is it? I'm not sure.
Officials have signalled for a timeout here, and that looks like that is going to be something. We're waiting for the official signal. Official's timeout, possibly for a medical timeout, helmet off, something along those lines.
The guys are cramping. It's a long day. It's hot.
It is. And Wembley, you've got a fantastic team here, looking after the hydration, looking after the snacks.
It's hydration specialists. Kicking it.
The players are coming off the field here.
There's a lot of guys with their pads off on both sidelines actually at this point in the game. I think there's quite a lot of people who are quite beat up. It is August right at this point, so yeah, your body's taken a battering over what 4-month period, and then you add in the pre-season. You add in the fact that most of these guys, a lot of them at least, the young lads will be uni ball players, so they've not really had a time off. It's a hard sport to play for that long, year on year on. There's a reason college and NFL seasons don't last the way they do. So yeah, people are sort of suffering a little bit, but pushing through it, and it's good to see the toughness.
Absolutely, and let's be honest, the result here is pretty much done. But we'll see what the rookies have got as a nice little slip screen there. Been asking for that all game, and he's bounced. Got the bounce off and down to the 29-yard line. That's a first down, and that's the sort of play that if you're Wembley here, like we say, the score is done. The game is done. Let's see the rookies making plays. Let's see some guys bouncing off. Let's celebrate that.
Ooh-wee! I do love a slip screen. Brilliant play. And really well executed by the young guy, young Lunyad Boris, I think it's that. I can't pronounce his second name. I got cancelled. But
Boris Poinerov. I'll take the ball.
Quite easy. But yeah, that was really well executed. Lineman gone downfield, and I think you can sort of see it in the linebacker's blitz eyes of, oh God, there's like 4 running linemen at me. All the D-liner fell for the screen.
It's the old Admiral Akbar. You got through too quickly. It's a trap. It's either a screen or you're about to get cleaned out from the side. Snap here, run up the middle. And
that's how you run the damn ball. I love that.
Fighting through tackles. Really good. Hard. At this point in the game, fighting through like that, but that's money. That's what you expect from him.
Yeah, I think for Wembley, let's get back, getting a bit of pride in it, right? If you want to get a second score and just say we did score in both halves and stuff. And for Blitz, obviously from their end, it's now about second strings are on. You want to put on a good showing to show your coach that you're ready for next week when the reverse fixture comes around.
Yeah, absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see what both of these teams do in that reverse fixture, what adjustments they make, because Wembley come out in empty here, something we've not seen from them before, and this was reserved for special occasions. However, we've got a flag from the back judge, but the wing official on this side, I think, is potentially signalling that Coach Smart managed to get in with the timeout just before that play clock dropped down. There we go. So, good job from Coach Smart there, just helping out his young players. That's always going to happen when you've got rookies in, you've got new guys in, especially a rookie play caller there or signal caller there from a quarterback. You're going to potentially be delayed, so you've got to be on the sideline there, ready to potentially take that time out, help you guys out. Yeah,
I always feel like as a ref, you feel like almost, not in a bad, but you don't want to throw the flag on like a 20-year-old QB. You're like, he's putting his new formation in empty, you've not seen it all game, and you have to throw the flag on him. I'd almost feel guilty if I was a referee on that one. But not in a, you do what you have to do, right? You play by the rules of the game.
Listen,
but,
there's no play clocks here, so they're always a little bit lenient when it comes to delay of games. If the offense are in formation about to snap the ball and there's a second or two, you're generally going to let it go. But if they're flagging it here, that tells me they're probably just been pushing their luck a little bit on the last few, and the officials just felt it was just getting a little bit too long. But all of that is redundant because Coach Smart got the timeout in. Wembley are here, still 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. It would have been a killer to push that back to 2nd and 9.
Yep.
As we're going to see empty again. Big Manny out at receiver.
I wonder what the concept's going to be. You got quite a lot of, got 2 tight ends and a running back out there.
Well, there were some very specific play calls for this. We've got the man in motion.
4 strong.
So we've gone to quads on this side now. And he's just got a little slip to the far side, but the blitz defenders, it was just too messy. It was just too crowded, and the receivers couldn't fight through the noise to get to the grass.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the concept was. I think it was meant to be like 3 guys outside trying to pick for big 87. But the issue is you're not going to hide someone who's 6'6". It's quite easy to see that guy coming. And he's not that. I love him, Tom, but he's not the fastest of people. So, Yeah, good concept, good idea. Actually, maybe the wrong people in the wrong places. And we're very well covered by Blitz. Leo was in the right place.
I think it's that old defensive adage, if in doubt, just hit someone. And I think that's pretty much what they did, and that's not the receiver getting through. As we get the jet motion escort to the far side, that's a great block. As he fights through, close to a first down, it's going to be just short. Let's see what they do here. Let's see if the rookie QB's got to sneak in him to get over the line.
4th and 3, 4th and 2. I'm not sure what's happening with the gut down markers, lads.
Looks like Wembley have brought their heavy package on.
4th and 1.
Players down.
I love it.
Players down. He's stretching out. Is he actually injured, or is he just stretching in the huddle?
He's taking a knee, so technically they have to stop it.
He's staying in the game. Play clock's
running.
running.
Need to get the ball snapped.
Short yardage. You do not want to waste another timeout here. You just want to get this going. Fumble snap. Picks it up. And stopped short.
I mean, you can see it coming from a mile off when the 50's on the floor. He's not quite ready, which means that the huddle procedure's all off, right? And the young lad fumbles a snap. It's kind of a tale of all the time. You could see it happening from, as I said, from a mile off earlier. In that situation, just go down and let substitution happen. It's not that deep.
I think hindsight's 20/20. You know, I said you don't want to waste another timeout. Actually, you know, when you look back on it and you think back on it, it's 4th and 1. It's probably worth taking the time out to get it right.
Yeah. And where else are you going to use it?
These are the things that, as a coach, you know, we've both been there. You look back on, you reflect on the game, and you think, what could I have done better? You know, how could I have improved? What could I have changed?
Yeah, but just like as a coach, just like a player, right? You don't want to sit there and get too high or too low about anything you make a mistake on. It is what it is.
It's not changed the result of the game. Kier Bailey here with the RPO. Gets a throw off, and now it's Blitz's turn to drop the ball.
Yeah, dropped by number 84. Don't know your name, mate.
Yeah, number 84 for Blitz there. We'll hunt through the roster. That's Lewis Green. As Blitz still in this hurry up look. We've got the spread, really wide splits. Low snap. It's muffed by Bailey, but it's picked up by the running back, and he's... My goodness, he's turned an absolutely dreadful play into a fantastic game. Really cut the chains down.
What a player, man, honestly.
That's how you show your coach that you want more game time.
As he should do. He should start next week with that. I mean, that was ridiculous. That's 6-7 yards after the ball fumbled on the floor.
Yeah, Edward Kairi there on the carry. As the handoff does come off here, and he's makes a cut, makes a man miss, and he's in the open field. Taken down at the 45 with a great trailing tackle, but...
Touchdown saving tackle.
That is a touchdown saving tackle. Edward Kairi just, again, put me in, coach.
Yeah, man, he's killing it out here. He's killing it. He's a real shake and baker in space. But he's also, you know, showing in one drive he has the physical side of lowering the shoulder pads and really popping someone. But at the same time, he's, you know, made someone misses. Yeah, it's great. If you can have both, you're going to be a top running back.
Alex Mungafeni in the backfield. But he takes a snap, RPO, but it looks like that was just got possibly a little tip at the line.
Yeah.
Falls short.
That was nice from 31 off the edge there. Yeah, get his hands up as you're taught as defensive lineman. And stopping the little RPO, you know, smoke screen to the receiver.
Good things happen when you get your hands up on the line. That's what I was told back in the day. How true it is, well, time tells. But they'll hand off here off the edge side. That stretch zone again with a high tackle. Couple of yards on the gain. On the play there. Pull backwards. As Blitz are moving back to the line here with a no-huddle offense. I'm not going to call it a hurry-up offense because we've slowed down a little bit. But it is, for sure, no huddle. We got the little stacked sniffer on the right side there. I say little, he's bigger than me. Bailey with the handoff up the middle. Bounces off a tackle and he's in, and we're looking at probably 4th and 4 here, depending on where the officials spot the ball, but the running back stayed down.
He's fine.
He's sat up
fine.
now.
He's just wounded. Winded.
Yeah, I think
You're fine.
It's hot.
It is hot.
It's hot.
It's really hot up
You
here.
get
as well,
hit
by the
down
way.
into the ground, and you just think, just breathe for a second.
It's really hot. Can't wait to be in the bar. Speaking of bars, our sponsor LPOSSA today.
That is an excellent segue. So yeah, LPOSSA. Let's shout out our sponsors. We've not done it enough. LPOSSA, London Post Office Sport and Social Association, based out near Harrow. This is the home venue of the Wembley Stallions, and the venue can host many varieties of events, from corporate business meetings, parties, famous for their Sunday lunches, and they've been a partner of Stallions since their inception in 2013. 13 years. Quick maths. So
Very good. They're very reasonably priced bar, by the way, I have to say.
they have an excellently priced bar, to be fair, and it looks like Blitz have brought the field goal unit out. So let's see what happens here. While we're just waiting for the players to get off the field, Best Way Travel, official partner of the Wembley Stallions. If you want to get to where you're going safe and you want to be delivered safely, look no further than Best Way Travel. Reasonable prices. And when you've got teams like this with American football, those big coaches, absolutely necessary. And we've got a long field goal attempt here. Do we know what the record is for Brit Ball? This will be a 57-yard field goal.
I've seen a 58-yard before.
All right.
That was nuts. But the guy played college football.
The kick is low, driven, and it's blocked. And that is going to be a flag down. So, let's see what happens here as everybody's just catching up with each other on the field, saying hello, couple of hugs. Officials have thrown a bit of laundry.
Dark, seedy corners of a nightclub. No.
No, LPOSSA's not that sort of venue, mate. It's classic. Let's see what we've got here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
nothing huge.
I'm going to say, well, we've got holding in the open field. I think that one will be declined, and then we've probably got unsportsmanlike after the play, I would imagine, which we'll see what happens with that one. Coach Rick's really.
Sorry, lads. Nearly had a.
Just been attacked by the VO there.
Yeah, attacked by a VO.
That absolutely.
So I was checking out my left arm. Turns out I now look like a Moam. There's this nasty tan line on my forearm.
Sorry, guys, not the most professional 30 seconds, but my heart rate is currently about 120 because I thought the scaffolding was falling down. It turns out it was just the VO coming over to attack me. But
love you, Mum, as we die.
Literally, last transmission. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we've got 2 penalties on the Blitz. Prior to change of possession, holding, that's declined. Then we have after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Blitz. I didn't catch a number there, but that'll be 15 yards from the end of the play and a first down to Wembley.
Now the challenge for Wembley is that there's not that much left on the clock, 2-3 minutes, but let's try and score. Let's have a go, and try and see if we can bring it back if you're Wembley and get it down to maybe like 33-14 or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
A bit more respectable, a bit more held your head higher for a day out.
Yeah, and we've got we've got the rookie QB here, and we've got some new guys on the field. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make something happen. Let's see if we can practice a couple of new plays for the rematch in a week's time. Quarterback with a fake handoff, looking to drive the ball down the field. That's a great catch, and that's a touchdown.
Backside post on the 3-by-1 concept. It looked like a little spot concept on the bunch, and then the backside post. Safeties obviously flown across. He's got the leverage on the corner. To be honest with you, if I'm the DB, I'm disappointed. I would probably think I should make a play there, assuming the ball's not, the ball's actually hit the receiver in the chest plate rather than catching it above his head. But hey, well done by Wembley. Well done for the young lad as well, throwing the ball.
Yeah, number 80 T on the reception there with Boris Poinerov at QB as we're under centre here with some classic wing T. Oh, and just a little bit high. with that split backfield, I wonder if they were trying to sell the sneak and then rolling out of it. But
Yeah, that little fast action to the flat again, right? That fast flat stuff that they've been doing all day. Nice.
But I tell you what, for the Wembley offence, you know, that's a really good feel-good moment. It's been a tough day for them. They've struggled to push the ball down the field. I think to you know, defend the DB a little bit, that ball, it was in the air for an age, and you always felt like it might be dying halfway through, and it just sailed through, and it was good concentration from the receiver. Yes, we'd like to catch it with the hands, not the chest, but hey, do you know what? They all count for 6, whether you catch them with the hands or the chest. It's 6 points.
100%. The scoreboard don't say, receptions with your chest or receptions with your hands. It says touchdown.
So that puts the Wembley score to 13. My scoreboard's frozen, so...
Oh, I picked up a little bit of colour.
32 for Blitz? 32, 33?
No, 33.
I know, Blitz are winning, let's be honest.
It's 20 point gap. 3-score game. Obviously, as a contest, the game is over. But in terms of, as a neutral, you want to see a score that is not a 4 or 5 score game. You want to see it nice and close, contested.
Yeah, let's see if we see an onside kick here from Wembley.
I'd give it a go.
Nothing to lose.
Why not?
Blitz do look prepared for it, and it's just gone to try and get a little line drive in there down the left side, but that's out of bounds. Yeah. I've got to say, James, I don't think I've ever seen more kickoffs out of bounds than I have today.
Yeah, it's very Div 2 Uniball. I'll be honest with you.
Sorry, what are you trying to say?
Shush. Now the kicker's got an injury. Right. It's that all the kickoffs today, those surprise kickoffs or non-conventional ones, have been low ones or chip kicks just over the second level, and just trying to catch it before those returners can make a play, sort of have it bobbling around that 30-yard line area. So yeah, interesting. It's worked really well for Blitz. I don't think Wembley have been able to pull it off as well. And we're now going into this final few minutes, and Blitz will be looking to give the ball to 2-6 as much as they can and let him get to work. I
think with these kind of unconventional kickoffs and the short yardage, the score is 33-13, I've just been told. So one for next time to... Oh yeah, there's a scoreboard over there.
It's all right, guys. We don't let him out often.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
It's been a very long day. Honestly, I'm pink as hell.
I think those kickoffs, though, they just show quite a lot of respect for the returners. As Blitz looking to hit back with a score. Just 3 yards on the play there.
It's fourth quarter, but 2-6. 2-6 is not playing like the fourth.
So we got the 2-minute warning here from the officials, and London Blitz, they're asking if we are entertained, and we certainly have been. It's been a really good game.
I hope you guys have been entertained by us as well. I hope.
And if you haven't, just remember you didn't pay for this, so get over it.
Yep. Cry me a river.
And I'll tell you what, the reason you haven't paid for it today is because of our sponsors. They're the ones that are footing the bill here.
World class.
Got the sniffer back in, just that little inside run. Blitz here, just getting the clock running.
Nice.
Third down.
Filled. That was really well filled, I thought. Good running. That's just good football all around. Yeah, running back, getting through the hole. Meets linebacker one-on-one. Let's see who's going to win this battle, this collision here.
No yards off to the contact on that one, but it has been a theme from the Blitz today. Getting those solid yards after the contact. Falling forward for extra. You always want to have that and one mentality at running back. And as Kier Bailey's got a check with me play here. Sniffer to the right, running back to the left. Receiver's looking like he wants to go in motion. It's a reverse. It's a fake reverse. As Blitz just helping the officials out there, letting them know 51's helmet's come off. He's got to come off for a play.
They are funny.
Got to love it when the sideline helps the officials. I don't know whether they needed help on that one, but
nah, I don't. It's very much. I think it's just pure British sarcasm coming from the Blitz sideline. It's quite entertaining. It's third down. Personally, I would have
Sorry,
actually
fourth?
gone fourth. Well,
Yeah.
that was third down.
That was third down. We're on fourth down here,
Now on
Blitz.
Fourth down, yet again.
With the late substitution.
Yet again,
as,
either
Wembley-
team can't get a punt team out there on time.
Coach Smart taking the time out there just to have a little chat to the return team. Inside 2 minutes. Now, if Blitz were interesting here, we'd see a fake punt. I want to see some fake punt. I was really excited to see the reverse there, James. I love a reverse.
I do indeed.
And I don't know whether it was designed to be a fake reverse or whether they just couldn't get the pitch off back the other way, but didn't quite see it. I want to see some fun plays.
Yeah, a bit of fun. 2 minutes left, lads. Do what you need to do.
Here we are with the punt. We got one player back, jet motion across. Whistle goes, ready for play. They jump the gun a little bit there. Probably lucky to get away without a penalty for a forward motion there, but the punt just goes out of bounds.
Another good punt from 85. I mean, he's upset with himself, but respectfully, the ball's bobbled along the floor. He managed to take it clean and still get a good snap, get a good kick off without, sacrificing being hit and having it blocked.
Yes. Probably a
really good play.
Probably a testament to the standard of the standard that the Blitz players are setting themselves.
100%.
The game's won here, and we've seen some fantastic punts here. We've seen three backed up offensive drives. Two from Wembley and one from London. There's been some great punting today, so they're holding themselves to that high standard, and you never hate that. The game's won for them, but you can always look for ways to get better.
Yeah, 100%. It's good. Now, hopefully, we can see some another young lad in 17. Quarterback for Wembley Stallions, QB3. So
we've got two.
Probably going to see some air raid.
Yeah, so we've got two tight stacked receivers on either side. Quarterback sits in the pocket, ball to the outside, and that just falls incomplete.
Yeah, great coverage by 31 Nico Bannerman. Really nice, just maintaining outside leverage, and just forcing the QB to actually make an error and throw, which is a good one, because if he did throw the route, it would have been most likely pick sixth.
Yeah, so I've got two number 17s on my roster, which is never helpful.
Fantastic.
I'm going to go with Henry Flint.
That's the one.
We'll go with Henry Flint, the rookie, and if it isn't Henry Flint, I apologise.
Henry Flint, transfer from Rushmore, London Warriors youth player. Very good athlete.
Fakes the handoff. Looks for the pass outside, and the receiver just slowed down on his route there. I actually don't think that's on the quarterback. I think the receiver slowed down going into coverage. It was good coverage from the Blitz players. So everybody's having a little chat, little catch up.
There's a lot of crossover with these two teams. There's a lot of the Wembley lads who went to play for Blitz and then came back. There's a lot of Blitz players who left Blitz to come to Wembley. And a lot of Wembley guys who've gone on to play for Blitz. So it's a big crossover between these two clubs. And I think that has been going back about 10 years. So you sort of see argy-bargy or, talk.
Yeah,
it's of good nature.
I think a lot of it's well-natured in the most part, to be fair. As we're looking to get the ball deep, and that's a nice throw. And the DB's asking for a push-off. Really, we should be seeing a seatbelt celebration, despite the fact he had absolutely nothing to do with the incompletion, because that's what DBs should be doing. Well, that one just falls short, of course, as everybody knows, not pass interference because it wasn't a catchable pass.
Yeah.
Cheers, James. Good contribution.
Mate. Learn the rules, lads.
James is thinking about what he's going to be having from the taps at the bar at LPOSSA.
Speaking of our sponsors today. If I ever told you about the time I had a £2, I'm not joking. So that was coverage by number 31, Nico Bannerman, and he's now back to return the punt. Wembley, can you have 11 men out there for a punt challenge?
Nope.
Nope, you cannot.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, this is actually...
I'll tell you what, guys. Here's a pro tip for you. Have we now got 2, 4... We've got 11 now, I think, on the field. We got the big man back to punt again. Justice for Victor.
Go on,
that
son.
ball's there. Punts away.
Do you know what? That's actually one of the best things I've seen. That was really nice.
That big man punt, and it's down by Wembley at the 41-yard line. Now, let's see what Blitz do here.
Yeah, I got a chance. Less than 2 minutes. I'd just take a shot. I'd do something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, let's
let the young lads have a go, because respectfully, there's nothing that you're going to put on the tape now that's going to be used next week. Is there?
No.
And the reverse fixture. If you're London Blitz, you've got one eye on the playoffs also. This game is done as a contest at this point. So, yeah, just chuck in a trick play, a bit of something, experiment something, you know. Or maybe not that, but maybe a base set of plays that your young lads can run, and they know the back of the hand. They know the back of their hand. So let them run some inside zone. Let them run.
And
go
do you want to throw out any other suggestions before Kier Bailey takes a knee here and just ends the game?
Woke.
You can always tell.
Don't do that.
When you're going out to kneel the game.
They've got 10 men on the field.
Because
flag.
Because the offense, it's not a penalty, mate.
Should be.
You think taking a knee should be a penalty, but that's going to end the game here. It's been a fantastic game, really well-natured. Some really good plays on both sides. Wembley are disappointed. You can see it in their faces, but there's been some really positive play, some really good offense, a couple of deep shots that connected there towards the end, and some really good rookie performances. I think the future's bright for Wembley.
No, 100%. And if you're defensively looking at that second half as well, only conceding the 6 points in the second half. The second half was obviously even scored, 6-6. There's some exciting stuff from the Stallions' end, and then obviously from London Blitz's perspective, right? You are once again secured yourself as the top program in BAFA in London, anyways. Obviously, you got the Warriors on the doorstep with the AFL East side of things. That's a whole different kettle of fish. But for them, obviously now you want to win the reverse fixture and then head into playoffs versus Manchester, most likely up north, the number 1 seed up there. So. Had a hell of a drive up on a coach up from Finsbury Park up to Manchester to Bellevue, and looking ahead at that with one eye, in the future. So it's a really good win. Happy for Coach Rob Smith as well. I think that's his first win as a head coach, which is obviously great for him. And yeah, see what Blitz do. I don't think it's the finest Blitz side. People may shoot me down for that. I don't think it's the best Blitz side I've seen. I think they're missing a few pieces, but what they do have is a really nice run game. I love that offensive line. I love that running back core.
They've got about 4 running back ones, right? It's a hell of a backfield.
Yeah, there's about 4 dudes who would be the RB1 at most teams. You look at Ben Myers today, Adam Rieker with 3 TDs, Ed when he came on, and then obviously you're missing the best one, which is Keenan. So that's something special, and that's something you can really, really build around as you go into the playoffs and hopefully into a deep playoff run for them.
And before we sign off, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. Big shout out to our technical team, Jermaine Bennett-Smith, Dumas Haddad and Dennis Caragul. I hope I've pronounced that right. He's about to tell me downstairs if I haven't. Also to our sponsors, LPOSSA. Just as a reminder, and I've said it a few times, they are the home of the Wembley Stallions, based out in Harrow. Really great venue, really good bar, friendly staff, and most importantly, James, cheap beer.
Very cheap.
Best Way Travel, official partner of the Wembley Stallions. Let's not forget our friends over in BAFA. If you are interested in getting involved in the game, but you're not sure where to start, might be worth giving officiating a go. If you're getting towards the end of your football summer, you want to learn a little bit more, maybe consider picking it up and doing a bit of officiating over the winter at Uniball. And then finally, I do also have to shout out Midlands Pitch Marking with some absolutely fantastic marking here, including the logo in the middle.
It's not bad, to be fair.
That's the. I'm only going to say it once because it's my company. But if you do want your pitch marking done to a high standard at a reasonable price, we're here to grow the game, guys, not to take all the money out of it. So give me a shout. We'll help you out with that. Uniball team, senior teams. We will do our best to help everybody have nice facilities. And I think from there we'll sign it off.
Thank you to Danny DeGoa, Coach Danny DeGoa, for the sun cream. Otherwise, I think I'd be dead.
Yes, it's bad enough as it is. Guys, we will see you next time. Keep an eye out. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Comment. Even if it's abuse, it's engagement. Feel free to abuse James. Not me, I'm sensitive, but if you want to give abuse to James, that's fine. It's all engagement.
Go on then.
And then hopefully we will see you next time. Hopefully plenty more of these to come. Love you, Mum.